personality. Like Mussolini and Kennedy, I'm the cult of personality. The cult of personality. The cult of personality.
Good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome to the Voice of Ocala. I'm Tom Schmitz. It is Tuesday, a brisk Tuesday afternoon. Warmer this morning than it is right now. Going to get down to a low of the mid-20s. I'll give you this weather update right now. A hard freeze warning is in effect, and it expires at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's for counties that include Marion County, Putnam County, Gilchrist County, Alachua County. Includes the cities of Lake Butler, Stark, Trenton, Ocala, Gainesville. Hard freeze warning remains in effect until 11 p.m. this evening. From 11 p.m. this evening till 9 a.m. Wednesday. Minimum temperatures will generally range from 22 to 27 degrees for 5 to 10 hours. Freezing temperatures can harm outdoor plants, pets, and those sensitive to cold weather. A hard freeze means that the temperature of less than 27 degrees are expected for at least 2 hours. Appropriate action should be taken to ensure tender vegetation and outdoor pets have adequate protection from the cold temperatures. Young children, the elderly, and the homeless are especially vulnerable to the cold. Take measures to protect them. So there you go for the National Weather Service. A hard freeze warning very early this year. Hard freeze warning in effect. And then by next Monday, it'll be 80 degrees again. I love when people who know I'm on the radio call me while I'm on the radio, because that's what you should do. So a hard freeze warning in effect starting tonight at 11 o'clock, going till 9 a.m. in the morning. It's going to be 27 degrees or lower for at least 2 hours tonight here in Marion County. Southern Marion County might not be as affected as much as northern Marion County. I live in northern Marion County, and I'm going to be affected. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like it. Not one bit. I hate the cold weather. Nothing about 27 degrees sounds fun to me. Nothing about 27 degrees sounds fun. So make sure you take your precautions, wrap your plants, put some lights out on them to keep them warm, bring your pets inside. If you have outdoor pets, make sure that the dog houses and areas where the pets live are warm and that they won't freeze. It's your duty as a pet owner to do this. Usually we don't start with sports, but this is a story to me that is bigger than sports. This is about an employer trying to tell an employee how he can raise his kids. Adrian Peterson, as you all know, the running back for the Minnesota Vikings, pled guilty to misdemeanor charges stemming from the whipping he gave his son with a switch, his 4-year-old son in Texas. One grand jury refused to indict. A second grand jury indicted. Adrian Peterson made a plea agreement and pled no contest to the misdemeanor charges, and now has been suspended for the remainder of the year by the NFL. So he's already missed 9 games. Now he's going to miss another 7 games. The 9 games that he missed, he got paid for. These 7, he won't get paid for. Roger Goodell and the NFL said that they were going to put him on the commissioner's exempt list, which nobody even knew existed. I think that's something they might have made up. Until this was adjudicated, and then he would be taken off that list. Well, they lied. The NFL has lied. Because they thought that he would go to court sometime in December, that there would be a trial, and that they would be, he would lose the whole season anyway. They didn't anticipate a plea bargain. Well, he plea bargained. Now he can play now. And the NFL says, whoa, hold on. We can't let you play. After we screwed up the Ray Rice thing, we can't let you play. Remember, this is the NFL that said Ray Rice got suspended for 2 games. Everybody says, whoa, what's the world? I said, well, look, the court said that they weren't going to charge him, so that's all we can do. So they thought the court system was right the first time, and now the court system is not right. And then Roger Goodell sends, this is my biggest problem. Roger Goodell, who's going to have to go to, they're going to appeal this. Roger Goodell's the person who hears the appeal, and they're going to say you need to recuse yourself, and under collective bargaining agreement, he's going to have to. Then it's going to go to an arbitrator. The arbitrator is going to tell you that the NFL's ridiculous in this penalty. Adrian Peterson's going to be reinstated, and then the NFL is going to be able to say, well, we tried. We did the best we could, but an arbitrator said we couldn't do that. It's a PR move by the NFL, what they're doing to Adrian Peterson now. Do I think what Adrian Peterson did to his child is wrong? I wasn't there. I don't know the circumstances. I know the pictures look bad, but I know that as a 5-year-old, I had legs like that one time too, where my grandfather got a hold of me because I had done something very bad. I'd thrown a rock through a window on purpose because he had made me angry. Does that mean my grandfather beat me? Some people would say that. Do I think my grandfather beat me? No, I thought my grandfather taught me a very valuable lesson that I didn't need to throw a rock at the window and break a house window just because I was mad at him because he told me I couldn't jump through the sawdust. I never forgot that lesson. I'm 48 years old. I still remember to this day that lesson being taught to me. Never once again did I pick up a rock and throw it towards a window in anger because I wasn't able to do something. Lesson learned. But that's my Southern upbringing. I know some places in this country, what Adrian Peterson did is considered over the top and child abuse. I'm not arguing that point. A court of law has found him guilty of no contest of a misdemeanor and has sentenced him with that crime. Now the NFL is being punitive just because they want to save face. And this is what Roger Goodell sends a letter to Adrian Peterson. This is the most asinine letter I've ever seen, but let me read you this excerpt. Mr. Peterson, you have shown no meaningful remorse for your conduct. When indicted, you acknowledged what you did, but said that you would not eliminate whooping my kids and defended your conduct in numerous published text messages to the child's mother. You also felt very confident with your actions because I know you knew your intent. These comments raise the serious concern that you do not fully appreciate the seriousness of your conduct, or even worse, that you may feel free to engage in similar conduct in the future. So what Roger Goodell is saying is, Mr. Peterson, you don't sound like that what you did to your son is child abuse. You think it was just dad whooping his son. Well, it's child abuse. That's how I'm calling it. And because you didn't show any remorse for it, you're an animal, and so I have to suspend you. Sounds like to me Roger Goodell's trying to regulate how Adrian Peterson raises his children. And who in the hell is Roger Goodell to tell somebody how to raise their children? Roger Goodell's the NFL commissioner. He's not a parental guru. Did Adrian Peterson step over the line? That's for you to decide on an individual basis. But now Roger Goodell says because Adrian Peterson said, you acknowledge what you did, but said you would not eliminate whooping my kids. So let me get this right, Roger Goodell. Until every NFL player says they won't whip their children, they're going to have to be suspended? So because you don't agree with whipping children, the NFL now can mandate that all the players in the NFL are not allowed to whip their children? And whether you agree with what Adrian Peterson did or not, that's not the subject here. Subject is, you would not eliminate whipping your children. Who in the world are you to tell a parent whether they can or cannot punish their child through a whipping? A beating? The law will handle that, as it did in the Adrian Peterson case. Mind you, let me remind you, though, that the first grand jury didn't indict, and they had to go back in front of a second grand jury. So one grand jury thought it wasn't that egregious, and then one grand jury thought it was. A prosecutor said, no, I got to go back in front of a grand jury. This grand jury didn't get it right. Let me put it in front of a second one. But it is not for the NFL commissioner to decide whether a man or a woman in their employ can whip a child. It's not society's place to decide whether you can whip your children. It is society's place to prosecute you if you beat your children to the point of abuse. But Roger Goodell and the NFL have lost their mind here. Let me read that to you again. You have shown no meaningful remorse for your conduct. When indicted, you acknowledged what you did, but said you would not eliminate whipping my kids. So Roger Goodell, if Tom Brady has a child that's found out that at 5 years old he paddled his bottom, is Tom Brady going to be suspended? He whipped his children. You said you acknowledge what you did, but would not eliminate whipping your kids. Is that what you're telling me? If we find out that Jim Harbaugh, the coach of the San Francisco 49ers, may take his belt and slap his kid across the rear end 3 or 4 times with his belt to discipline him, you're going to throw Jim Harbaugh out of the league? It's ridiculous for you to think you can legislate parenting just because you're the commissioner of the NFL. Kidding me? We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'll take your phone calls to play Trivia Native Tuesday with Tom, and I'll also get your opinion on this because my opinion is just that, just my opinion. I'm sure there are many out there that disagree or agree. I don't know. But I think this is a very, very bad precedent in the NFL setting. Now the NFL is trying to legislate what a parent can or cannot do to his children because they work for the NFL. Like I said, the law will handle beating of children. But for the NFL, for the commissioner of the NFL, say, you would not eliminate whipping your children? Who are you to tell me to eliminate whipping my children? You're the NFL commissioner. You're not the child-raising police. You're listening to the Voice of Ocala. Coming up next, Trivia Native Tuesday with Tom. Your chance to win. I got free Chick-fil-A. I got Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. I got Mojo's Grill gift cards. I got golf at Muni, golf lessons with the pro at Muni. I got all kind of stuff to give away today. Give me a call, 622-9622 for your chance to win. And give me your opinion on what you think. Did the NFL overstep its bounds? Did Roger Goodell go too far today, or am I wrong? Tell me what you think. 622-9622. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local on The Source.
Being the Culligan man is not easy because he works hard every day for you here in North Central Florida. Whether you need bottled water delivery for your office, a home water softener, or water infiltration system, the Culligan man can help you. At Culligan, North Florida, we have dozens of softener and filtration options, along with a host of media tank sizes. Depending on the exact hardness and usage of your water, we determine the size of softener you're going to need. And if you're on city or well water in one of our local areas, the in-home water analysis is absolutely free. If your needs are for the home, call Ocala Water Conditioning, 352-291-5900. For home or business bottled water in Ocala, call Ocala Bottled Water, 352-291-5900. Culligan of North Florida, a proud sponsor of Florida State football, heard right here on WOCA, The Source.
Right on the southwestern corner of the square sits one of the finest dining establishments in Florida, Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood Restaurant. Mark's offers big city dining amenities in a charming and small town setting. It's a rare treat to experience both the ambiance and the exquisite cuisine in a friendly atmosphere. Ocala's finest restaurant serves the finest beef, the freshest seafood, premium wines, and naturally fresh vegetables. From valet parking to splendid service, Mark's offers the complete package. Check it out today. Mark's Prime Seafood and Steakhouse Restaurant. Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Guy Harvey Checking is now exclusively available at Gateway Bank. With Guy Harvey Checking, you will receive Gateway's premium checking account plus several other Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation features, including membership to the Guy Harvey Hammerhead Nation, free Guy Harvey t-shirt, and an exclusive Guy Harvey debit card. At Gateway Bank, we will make a $50 donation to the Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation for every new account opened. This is just one more reason why people choose Gateway Bank. Sign up today for your exclusive Guy Harvey Checking account with Gateway. Details available at gatewaybankcfl.com, member FDIC.
Yes, George.
I did it again.
What now, George?
I have a secret code just like a spy, so I know where the climate control units are.
George, you're no spy. You have the secret, you have the code to Devon Self-Storage Climate Control Area, where you back the truck all the way in, and if you have any questions, you just call Devon Self-Storage at 873-0777.
Yeah, but I know where Devon Self-Storage is.
Yes, across from Hobby Lobby on Highway 200.
Gee, Alice, are you a spy too?
Yes, George, yes.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Dad's service to our country is something we're all proud of. He made a difference and set a great example. Now it's our turn to honor the sacrifices he made for our family and his country. As Veterans Funeral Specialist, Hires Baxley Funeral Services helped us celebrate Dad's life, and they can help you too. Hires Baxley is here for you during your time of need or when planning for the future. For more information, call 352-484-0891 or visit hires-baxley.com/choice.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
WOCA.
Welcome back to the Voice of Ocala. Trivia Day to Tuesday with Tom. Sorry I went a little long in the first segment, but I got a little aggravated with the NFL today on their perception of how to deal with Adrian Peterson. Let me read you just one more thing. This is from Roger Goodell, too. We're prepared to put in place a program that can help you succeed, Mr. Peterson, but no program can succeed without your genuine and continued engagement. You must commit yourself to your counseling and rehabilitation effort. You must properly care for your children and have no further violations of the conduct policy. Properly care for your children. Who sets that guideline, Mr. Goodell? Really? It's ridiculous. Trivia Day Tuesday with Tom, your chance to win. Right now I got a $10 gift card to Mojo's plus a free Chick-fil-A sandwich and a ice or hot coffee. All you got to do is give me a call, 622-9622. Answer a trivia question within 10 seconds, and you'll be the winner. Give us a call, 622-9622, for your chance to win a $10 Mojo's gift card. Here's somebody who works at Mojo's right now that's really not doing the uniform any justice walking around in public, but just saying. Mojo's Grill and Catering Company, a $10 gift card plus a free grilled chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A and a free ice or hot coffee. All you got to do is answer a trivia question. Call us at 622-9622 for your chance to win those items. Just answer one trivia question within 10 seconds, and you will be a winner at 622-9622. This Bill Cosby story is starting to get a little legs. I don't know if you heard this story, but there are now women that have come forward with sexual assault allegations against Bill Cosby. One lady was on CNN Tonight last night, and she said that She was raped by Bill Cosby. It occurred in 1969. She was 19 years old. She said she was coming forward now in part because she wanted to help the public understand he's not Mr. Clean, and also because of other women who had the courageous enough before me to venture out and say what was going on. This lady is the latest in several women to have come forward with allegations of sexual assault against Cosby, coming in the wake of alleged victim Barbara Bowman's Washington Post essay asking why it took a viral video from comedian Hannibal Buress about this issue for it to go viral. So Bill Cosby facing yet another accuser that says in the late 60s and early 70s he raped them, drugged them, and raped them. I don't know. More information will be coming out about this. But if these allegations are true, boy, that puts a cloud over what has otherwise been a fantastic career for the comedian Bill Cosby. Trivinated Tuesday with Tom, your chance to win a $10 gift card to Mojo's Grill and Catering Company, plus a free grilled chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A here at the Paddock Mall, and a free ice or hot coffee from Chick-fil-A here at the mall. Give me a call, 622-9622 for your chance to win. All you got to do is answer a trivia question in 10 seconds. If you get the right answer, you are a winner just for calling 622-9622 and taking a shot at winning Tribulated Tuesday with Tom. Let me give you this hard freeze warning again. There's a hard freeze warning in effect for Marion County from 11 o'clock tonight till 9 a.m. in the morning. That means minimum temperatures will generally range from 22 to 27 degrees for 5 to 10 hours. Appropriate action should be taken to ensure tender vegetation and outdoor pets have adequate protection. And from the cold temperatures, young children, the elderly, and the homeless are especially vulnerable to the cold. Take measures to protect them. This hard freeze warning remains in effect, like I said, from 11 p.m. tonight until 9 a.m. in the morning. So make sure you take precautions out there. Let's go right out to the phone lines. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Rick Dowles.
Hey, Rick. How are you today?
Well, I'm just trying to call him win.
Rick, do you have an opinion about this Adrian Peterson thing and how the commissioner has decided now that to tell him that because he said he wouldn't stop whipping his children and that's part of why he's being suspended?
I'm totally against what he did. I'm 59 years old, and we used to get our butts tore up out of the frame. I mean, they didn't have it back when I was growing up, but I was born and raised right here in Ocala. And we used to go out there and pick our own switch, and we'd get our legs switched till we were bleeding.
Well, you know, and that's the thing. I know in the Deep South, I've had my legs scarred, not scarred, but cut up from my granddaddy when I threw a rock through the window.
Yeah, I heard you say it just a while ago.
You know, so I understand that maybe there's other regions that don't think this is adequate, that this is how you should do your children. But regardless of that, a court of law is already done with this. How can you now say because you said you're not going to stop whipping your children, I'm going to suspend you?
Exactly, I agree with you 100%. It's just absolutely. Well, that's what's wrong with this world too. And I don't know about you, and it's going to sound racist, I guess, but it's what's wrong with this whole world. The people are stepping in, and all these kids now. They know they can make a phone call and say, "Oh, I can have you arrested for whipping me." Well, wrong answer. When we were growing up, when I was growing up, we got our butts tore out of the frame. I mean, I got respect, and my kids were all spanked. I've never beat my kids, but my kids were all spanked with a belt on the butt. You know.
And there's a difference between whipping a child and beating a child.
Beating a child and whipping a child is totally different.
Somebody that beats a child, go to jail. Go directly to jail.
But what I'm saying, what's wrong with this world today is these people have stepped in and stopped people from spanking their children.
You're right.
And that's what's wrong with the world. I mean, that's what's wrong with the world, period.
Well, we got about 45 seconds. Let's play trivia. You want geography, history, or arts and literature?
Give me that again.
Geography, history, or arts and literature?
History.
History, all right.
I'm not good at the others, I won't guess.
What U.S. president, you got 10 seconds. What U.S. president established the Peace Corps? 5 seconds.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Oh, sorry, it was John F. Kennedy.
Was it JFK? Doggone it.
JFK. Well, hey, thanks so much for playing Tribulated Tuesday with Tom.
I appreciate it, Tom.
Thank you. That's all you got to do. Give us a call, 622-9622 for your chance to win. Coming up on the other side, we'll take more of your phone calls. Trivia Tuesday with Tom, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local on The Source.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And so is State Farm agent Angie Lewis, working hard to serve her community as a citizen and insurance agent. Angie wants to help you as you adjust your insurance needs to your life, from everything to helping educate your teen driver to protecting your family against everyday risk. She wants to change the way you perceive insurance by developing relationships with her clients, which is why Angie and her staff are proud to be a part of so many good causes in Ocala. In turn, she has chosen to single out those who step up as leaders. Each month on the Voice of Ocala, Angie spotlights a good neighbor, saluting those who give exceptional service or do random acts of kindness to others. For this, Angie was written up in State Farm's National Magazine. Angie also supports local businesses with a regular Biz Buzz.
Hi, I'm State Farm agent Angie Lewis. Come see me and my team for all your insurance and financial needs in the beautiful downtown historic district, 416 East Fort King Street, or call 291-2444.
Hello, I'm Tom Schmitz, here to tell you about Ocus, a great resource for any business and a proud partner of the CEP. Ocus offers your business radically new technology called Next Generation Websites. Sites that do not wear out, they automatically adapt to new technology like smartphones, tablets, and the next big thing. Why pay for technology that starts becoming obsolete the moment you buy it? With Ocus, there is so much more. Built into the Ocus platform is an unmatched array of business solutions adaptable to any business. Ocus is a superb example that cutting-edge technology can grow and prosper in Marion County. And I should know because they handle my website, ktforfun.com. Ocus has assisted numerous companies in Marion County that have succeeded online. You can learn more by visiting them online at ocus.com. That's OCOOS.com, or drop by their downtown Ocala location at 116 South Magnolia Avenue. Find out how Ocus can provide your business with everything you need to succeed online.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The National Guard activated in Missouri as a grand jury decides whether a white police officer will be charged in the shooting of a black teen.
It has some residents in suburban St. Louis feeling safer, others angered by Governor Jay Nixon's declaration.
He could have helped de-escalate the tension.
Though it's not the peaceful protesters that officials are worried about, it's the extremists who will be there with their own agendas.
Fox Radio's Jeff Minato. President ordered a review of our nation's hostage policy, not part of that review, the part that says we do not pay ransom. And a teenage high school student in Missouri credited with helping save an 11-month-old. Abby Snodgrass performing CPR on the toddler at a Walmart.
While it was happening, the only thought that crossed my mind was, what if it didn't work?
The baby did start breathing again. The family says she's in good health. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Okay, the Atlanta trip. I have the rental car receipt, but no proof that I actually flew there. I have 2 breakfast receipts, but no dinners, and apparently I slept in the lobby because I have nothing from the hotel.
Traveling for work is work enough. Concur makes it easy. Your business travelers take pictures of receipts and submit expense reports from their smartphones. With Concur, they get to throw away the receipts, you get to rule the budget, and everyone goes home happy. Test drive it free at tryconcur.com.
Attention men, are you urinating often, waking at night to urinate? We want to send you a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate, made with a natural ingredient that supports healthy urine flow, bladder emptying, and is shown to reduce waking at night from the urge to urinate. You can try Super Beta Prostate free. Only pay shipping and handling. This free giveaway is available while supplies last. For details, call 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, @yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
Experience Christmas at Gaylord Palms, November 15th through January 4th with Ice, featuring the Nutcracker. Relive your favorite scenes from the classic ballet, hand-carved in more than 2 million pounds of ice sculptures and slides. Enjoy a special bonus area, the Frostbite Factory, and watch artisans from Harbin, China carve amazing ice sculptures before your eyes. Your awe-inspiring experience concludes with the wonder of the Nativity in Ice. For tickets and packages, visit christmas@gaylordpalms.com.
On the next AM Ocala Live, Robin and I will be speaking to Stan Creel. He's the Recreation and Events Supervisor at the City of Ocala. He's coming in to talk to us about the 31st Annual Light Up Ocala this Saturday.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events served bite-size.
And then Lawrence A. Cunningham is coming on the air with us. He's a leading authority on corporate governance and culture.
Join Laura Burns as she's in the studio with her guests on Career Source.
And then movie director Frank Schaefer is coming on. He's been on Oprah Winfrey's show, The Today Show, and others, and he's written a book called Why I Am an Atheist Who Believes in God.
Have all of your legal questions answered by attorney John Fuller on Legally Yours.
And then Dr. James P. Kiley is coming on to speak to us about COPD.
Dr. Randall Krakauer is a board-certified physician. He'll be speaking about the new grandparents.com survey, developing healthy habits in retirement years.
All of that plus fun with Joe on the next AM Ocala Live right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM.
1370 AM.
Welcome back to a Tributator Tuesday with Tom. If you'd like a chance to win a grilled chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A here in the Paddock Mall, plus a ice or hot coffee from Chick-fil-A here in the Paddock Mall, and a $10 gift card from Mojo Grill and Catering Company, give me a call at 622-9622 for your chance to win. All you got to do is answer one trivia question in a 10-second period. If you get that answered correctly, you're a winner. It's that easy. Call us at 622-9622 for your chance to win. Playing Tributator Tuesday with Tom. It's real easy to do. Just got to answer a question in geography, history, or arts and literature. If you answer one of those, if you answer a question within 10 seconds in that area, you are a winner. Give us a call, 622-9622. I opened up the show with my disdain for the NFL and how they are handling the Adrian Peterson situation. Now I got, we lied to your kids and other confessions of an amusement park employee. Wow, had no idea. Disney princesses have to be creative liars. In order to be a face character that's not a full-body costume, you had to be pretty quick on your feet. One cast member who was Mulan had children who tried to speak to her in Chinese on one occasion. She said, I bet Mushu, if I could go an entire day without speaking Chinese, he'd feed the chickens for me tomorrow. So that's how she got out of speaking Chinese. It's pretty good. There are no special roads to get into Disney World, but there is a special parking lot. Disney employees have to enter the park the same way everyone else do, but they show their ID to attendants to get in for free. But they do have their own huge cast member parking lot that shuttles them to underground behind-the-scenes area. So they do have their own parking lot at Disney. Trivia Tuesday with Tom, your chance to win a Chick-fil-A sandwich plus a ice or hot coffee from Chick-fil-A here at the Paddock Mall and a $10 gift card from Mojo's Grill and Catering Company. Give us a call, 622-9622 for your chance to win by playing Tributator Tuesday with Tom. Did you know the rides are checked every day at all the amusement parks? According to one employee, the maintenance on the ride is required every day before any operation or person is allowed to ride. So every day, they check the rides. Let's go straight out to the phone line. Hi, caller. Who's this?
Hi, this is Kathy. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Kathy. How are you today?
Okay, let's see how I can do today.
Okay, let's play Trivia Tuesday with Tom. You want history, geography, or arts and literature?
Yeah, let's try history.
History. During Prohibition, what name was given to those who smuggled alcohol?
Bootleggers. Yay.
Bootleggers. Kathy, you are a winner. You know where we're located in the mall. Come by and collect your prize.
I do.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye. Okay, give us a call, 622-9622 for your chance to win. Now I got a $10 gift card to Mojo's Grill and Catering Company. Plus, let's go right up to the phone lines and say, hi, caller, who's this?
CJ.
Hey, CJ, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
Good. Did you hear my rant earlier about Adrian Peterson in the NFL?
Yeah, I caught some of it. I'm with you on all that. I don't think they should be messing around telling people how to raise their kids.
It just seems like a slope you don't want to mess with, I would think.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, CJ, I know you golf, right?
Yes, sir.
I think you might have won this one time before and never came and got it, CJ.
That may have happened.
It's a round of golf. It's a round of golf and a free golf lesson from the pro at Ocala Municipal Golf Club.
All right, let's do it.
I think you have won this before and just didn't come get it. All right, here we go. Do you want geography, history, or arts and literature?
Let's do history.
History. In the 1800s, who were coffin torpedoes meant to deter?
Coffin torpedoes meant to deter.
5 seconds.
Gophers.
Gophers are not the correct answer. Grave robbers. Grave robbers are the correct answer.
Okay, 10-4.
Thanks, CJ. Thanks for playing Trivia Tuesday with Tom.
See ya.
That's all you got to do, folks. Give us a call, 622-9622 for your chance to win. I'm giving away a $10 gift card to Mojo's Grill and Catering Company, plus a free round of golf at Ocala Municipal Golf Course and a free lesson from the Golf Pro at Ocala Municipal Golf Course. Give me a call, 622-9622 for your chance to win. That's a lesson is $40, a round of golf is $30, and $10. That's an $80 value. Just give me a call, 622-9622. Great Christmas present for somebody. If you know somebody that's an avid golfer, to give them a free round of golf and a golf lesson, great Christmas present right here at the holidays. So give me a call, Trivia Tuesday with Tom, 622-9622 for your chance to win. I was telling you things that they tell you that you may not know about amusement parks. You know how you think people get sick on rides all the time? Yeah, people don't get as sick on rides as much as you think. I worked the majority of my time at a ride called Wonder Woman's Lasso of Truth, a spinning wheel that raises and tilts a guest against the wall. Very few people got sick on the ride. A Disney employee says he doesn't have to clean up people getting sick as much as you'd think. Probably about once a day. When you have, hundreds of thousands of people in there, that's pretty bad. That's a pretty good number, only one a day. You wonder why ride operators sometimes aren't nice? Well, they have to listen to the same song over and over again every day. A former ride operator at Cedar Point's Top Thrill Drag roller coaster had to listen to the song Ready to Go on repeat every day. Apparently, the parks management sometimes ask employees for song requests, but never actually played the songs. That's just mean. When I was 17, I worked at Six Flags in Atlanta. And my job was I was the ride operator at a monster plantation. You're invited to a picnic, monster picnic, where humans are allowed today. So come and join the monsters at the mansion. You're invited to a picnic, monster. See, I remember that song still to this day because I had to listen to it hundreds and hundreds of times. So sometimes give a ride operator a break. You don't know the stressful situation of listening to a terrible song over and over that we have to go through. People ask if they're going to die on rides a lot at amusement parks. I did not realize that. That's not something I would ask. You know that Disney will not allow their employees in customer service. If somebody says, I'm not having a good time, I'm going to sue, they immediately cut off conversation. They're instructed not to talk to anyone that says they're going to sue. When someone threatens to sue, the employee has to stop talking to that person and call security immediately. Did not know that. Did you know all employees are required to carry water with them at Disney World? It's hard to try to not sympathize with employees working outside during hot Florida summers, but at least they know they're hydrated. They actually require you to have a water bottle with you since it's so hot down there at Disney. Over and over. Disney princesses do their own makeup. Did you know that? I did not know that. And Disney gives you seniority perks. If you've been at Disney World a long time, you have more input on how you can do your day-to-day job, which makes sense. You've been there longer than somebody else. You know how to do your job better. So those are just some secrets that you might not know are going on at Disney, Six Flags, Cedar, I just said the place out in California, Cedar Point up in Ohio. So, next time you go to an amusement park, remember, it's not just fun and games for the people working there. It's a job. Treat them with respect and with some nice manners. Goes a long way. Take that from a guy who worked as a ride operator for 1.5 years at Six Flags. I know. Kindness goes a long way. Respect goes a long way. Tribinated Tuesday with Tom, your chance to win. Right now I'm giving away a free round of golf to Ocala Municipal Golf Course, plus a free lesson with golf pro Chris Halley at Ocala Municipal Golf Course, and a $10 gift card to Mojo's Grill and Catering Company, just for you answering a trivia question. Give me a call, 622-9622 for your chance to win. It's a pretty good gift package. You can give the golf lesson around the golf as a Christmas present. Wouldn't be bad for a golfer or somebody just taking up the game. This wouldn't be a bad idea. Hey, how many of you have used Uber before? Buddy I know had used Uber. Well, Orlando International Airport has filed a lawsuit to block the controversial ride service Uber from operating on its property. OIA said it met with Uber to request the company stop picking up customers at the airport, but Uber has refused. The OIA says they don't have the proper documentation, so they're going to now. Uber is not complying with the authority and has been compelled to file a lawsuit, according to OIA. Passengers are not happy. Guy Halleck, a passenger, said, I'd like to be able to use my prerogative to get a ride from whomever I want. I shouldn't be forced to take the taxis that are in a working agreement with the airport. As you know, Uber customers locate drivers through smartphones. The rides are typically cheaper than a traditional cab ride, and the payments are made through the app on a smartphone. So it's much more convenient. So OIA, Orlando International Airport, has now filed a lawsuit to stop Uber from operating on its premises. This Uber's not going away, folks. I've used it in Orlando. It's a pretty good deal. I took a cab ride that's usually $20 in Orlando. I got for $11. So usually it's $20 plus tips. So that's $30. This is $11 plus tip. I gave the guy $20. Saved me $10. That to me is a good deal. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up hour number one, get you set up for hour two, the restaurant and food show. Chef Dave Del Rio will be here. And I believe it's Elodie and Patrice Perron of La Cuisine will also be here. That coming up, hour number two, right after we wrap up hour number one, next on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local on The Source.
Hi, this is Randy Briggs of the Briggs Law Firm. My son Bo and I practice exclusively in the representation of accident victims. And we've been asked many times why we would support and sponsor the program Ask the Cops with Sheriff Blair and Chief Graham, who are in the world of criminal law enforcement. Well, these legal rights actually overlap. In civil law enforcement, we're in the business of recovering for victims of accidents that which has been taken away from them and holding the responsible party accountable. Both civil law and criminal law share those common goals. So we're all in the field of law enforcement, and for that reason, we're proud to sponsor Ask the Cops on the Voice of Ocala with Buddy Martin. So if your family or a friend needs help in an accident situation, feel free to contact us at our website, www.The Briggs Law Firm. We're located in the Ocala Historic District.
The next drink is on Dave Del Rio at Eaton's Beach Sand Bar and Grill. Just ask him for it. But don't wait. Show up soon because this offer isn't going to last very long. Eaton's Beach Sand Bar and Grill will be filling up fast because their friends from the north are headed back that way soon. The good news is that seating is now available and Dave's buying the first drink. If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sand Bar and Grill and couldn't get in, now you can see firsthand what your friends have been talking about. Great food. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Floresiana menu. Great location. Check out those gorgeous sunsets over Lake Weir. Great people. Starting with Chef Dave Del Rio, who began his career in 1978. This spicy guy has been instrumental in opening over 100 restaurants. And he's buying you a drink. Eaton's Beach Sand Bar and Grill, where there's little or no waiting these days. Come see what started out as Jay Eaton's dream almost 90 years ago. It's more awesome than ever.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. And this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
News Talk 1370. WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults. So use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
Keeping you in touch with Ocala. WOCA.
Welcome back. Wrapping up hour number one of the Trivinator Tuesday with Tom. And I just wanted to, I talked about this story earlier a couple weeks ago about the 90-year-old chef that was arrested for feeding the homeless in Fort Lauderdale. Well, now I'm going to give you the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey so eloquently used to put it. The city of Fort Lauderdale, not only are they arresting people, chefs for feeding the homeless, buddy, you'll find, Buddy Martin joins us, you'll find just disdain in this, buddy, and it's just ridiculous. Not only is Fort Lauderdale arresting 90-year-olds that are feeding the homeless, but the city of Fort Lauderdale has budgeted $25,000 to buy bus tickets for homeless to get out of Fort Lauderdale.
Actually, that's been done here before.
That's ridiculous.
Years ago, that was one way of dealing with it here in Ocala.
Hey, here's your free ticket. Get out. Mm-hmm. We don't want to deal with you, so we're just going to buy you off. Get out. I'm sorry. And I know that I'm supposed to be this conservative and not supposed to have this help your fellow man, but that's just wrong. Common sense says help your fellow man. I don't say let somebody be lazy and just live off you and mooch off of you. But if we genuinely could help somebody, help somebody. Don't give them a bus ticket to buy their way out of here. We got one caller real quick. Let's get to him. It's Hugh. Hi, Hugh. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, Tom. How are you doing?
Hugh, I'm doing well. But I'm about tired of this Wisconsin weather.
Well, let me tell you one thing. We're going to knock off a couple of mosquitoes tonight.
We are going to knock off mosquitoes and fleas, which I'm okay with. Hugh, let me get you real quick, get you in for Tributator Tuesday with Tom.
Okay.
You want history, geography, or arts and literature?
Well, let's go with geography again.
Geography. What do the cities St. Petersburg, Turin, and Rangoon have in common?
Boy.
5 seconds.
I have no idea. I'm going to learn something today.
Well, Hugh, they're all former capital cities of their countries.
Oh, okay, very good.
They're all former.
I learned something today.
All right, hey, Hugh, thanks so much for checking in with us.
You bet. Okay,
Tell Linda I said hello.
You do a nice job. I enjoy your programming, and I like your commentary on the child that was got a spanking. I just hope that when he grows up, he'll look back and think about at least he had a father that cared about him, and the NFL should have nothing to do with it.
I agree with you, Hugh, but we it doesn't seem like the NFL cares what we think, as long as we're buying tickets.
World, Tom.
It is a crazy world, Hugh. Hey, thanks for the call.
I got 2 quick questions for the end of the show.
Okay.
Number one, I had a friend who was up in Atlanta, Six Flags, about 27 years ago, who went to this monster ride. So they were treated
Monster Plantation?
Yes, they were treated very rudely. You know anybody who's working up there then?
27 years ago? No, probably 30 years ago.
I said
31,
30 years.
Yeah, it was probably some big neck guy that they aggravated because he had heard that same song over and over.
And by the way, I agree with your assessment on the NFL, but somebody asked me a question I have to answer. They said, now, is that the official policy and that's the official statement about children from your show, about what Tom said? I said, no. No, that's Tom's view, not mine.
That's Tom's opinion and Tom's opinion only.
I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's Tom's view. So
my opinion
just
and
so
mine
people
only.
know it's not the official statement of the show.
No, it's Tom Schmitz's opinion.
There you go. I'll tell you what is your opinion. Got a good show coming up next.
Restaurant and food.
Coming up next right here on
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Stay with us and sleep better at the Sleep Inn and Suites of Ocala Bellevue, located next door to Don Garlett's Museum and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park. Our award-winning, newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites Ocala Bellevue, proud sponsor of Marion County High School football. Imagine yourself in a quaint bistro right in the heart of a charming French village about to indulge in real French cuisine. Located in beautiful, vibrant downtown Ocala, La Cuisine offers authentic French cuisine and wine from an award-winning menu. Patrice and Elodie moved to Ocala in 2009 because they fell in love with it. And you're going to fall in love with La Cuisine if you haven't already. La Cuisine offers a quick bite for lunch or a leisurely dinner in a comfortable and relaxed setting. So call La Cuisine of Ocala today at 352-433-2570. It's like a direct call to Paris.
Here in Florida, when you're looking to go to the beach, you've got hundreds of options. Theme parks? No shortage of options there either. But when it comes to home insurance, most companies have only one option. Allstate is different. Here in Florida, Allstate agents offer home insurance options from several companies, so they can help you get the coverage that's right for you. And they'll help you save on quality car insurance, too. For starters, safe drivers save 45% with Allstate. So before you settle for just one option, talk to someone with many home and car insurance options. Your local Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Hi, this is Kevin McDonald, your local Allstate agent. To get your quote, please call us at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations.
Allstate has no financial responsibility to you for any home insurance policy you purchase and would not be responsible for any claims. Allstate does not make any representations or accept liability related to operations of home insurance companies, including but not limited to their financial conditions. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Nestled in the heart of horse country, just off I-75 exit 354, the award-winning and newly refreshed Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala invites you to pamper yourself in one of our comfy guest rooms. Enjoy our free and fast Wi-Fi, heated outdoor swimming pool, 24-hour fitness center, and our deluxe continental breakfast. Other on-site amenities include a restaurant, putt-putt golf, and a car wash. Go happy, go Hojo at the Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala, proud sponsor of Friday Night High School football on WOCA, The Source.
It's the end of the fiscal year, and that means budget cuts and number crunching. Now's the time of the year you're evaluating your expenses, planning your budget, and finding ways to save money and increase efficiency to maximize profits. Dex Imaging understands and delivers. Call Dex Imaging today for a free document management evaluation. Cutting your office expenses is as easy as calling Dex Imaging. 352-266-0333. Start saving money today and increase your bottom line with Dex Imaging. Printers, copiers, and fax machines that increase office productivity and save you money. No one understands your bottom line better. Call Dex Imaging today, 352-266-0333, or check them out on the web at deximaging.com. That's DEXimaging.com. Or call 352-266-0333 for your free document management evaluation today.
Are you a mom looking for inspiration? Are you creative? Mamazine.com is a lifestyle blog designed for the local mom to be inspired by the beauty of motherhood while staying current on local events and issues. Visit Mamazine.com today to find events around town, recipes, imaginative play ideas, and more. Mamazine.com.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Eat like you're in elementary school, and you'll have more energy. In other words, pack a banana and peanut butter sandwich. Would you like to have better dreams? Listen to me. This is great intelligence. Just sleep on your right side. If you're surfing the internet or playing games while connected to your employer's Wi-Fi network, experts say you should assume the boss knows what you're doing. So switch off your phone's Wi-Fi on the job.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs. And all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor.
Now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. The House already passed its Keystone Pipeline bill. The Senate vote this evening.
Louisiana Senator Mary Landrieu needs at least 14 fellow Democrats to sign on to her bill authorizing immediate construction of the Keystone Pipeline.
I called for it, and I think it's worth fighting for.
Getting a total of 60 votes appears in doubt.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern, even if it passes, the president's likely to veto it. The president condemning an attack that killed 4 rabbis, 3 of them Israeli Americans, inside an East Jerusalem synagogue. The Palestinian suspect shot to death by police. Demonstrators clashing with police outside the synagogue. Suing Walmart over an accident that killed his friend. Along with broken bones, actor-comedian Tracy Morgan suffered a traumatic brain injury that almost killed him. A pretrial hearing today. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Okay, the Atlanta trip. I have the rental car receipt, but no proof that I actually flew there. I have 2 breakfast receipts, but no dinners, and apparently I slept in the lobby because I have nothing from the hotel.
Traveling for work is work enough. Concur makes it easy. Your business travelers take pictures of receipts and submit expense reports from their smartphones. With Concur, they get to throw away the receipts, you get to rule the budget, and everyone goes home happy. Test drive it free at tryconcur.com.
Attention men, are you urinating often, waking at night to urinate? We want to send you a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate, made with a natural ingredient that supports healthy urine flow, bladder emptying, and is shown to reduce waking at night from the urge to urinate. You can try Super Beta Prostate free. Only pay shipping and handling. This free giveaway is available while supplies last. For details, call 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033.
Yes, it's time again for Buddy Martin. Call him up and tell him what you're thinking. But be kind because he's doing the best he can.
I'm just sick of all the amateur stuff, you know? I mean, like, if I'm paying top dollar, I want a little production value, you know? Like some editing, transition, some music.
Don't worry, we didn't leave you.
He's gone? He's not gone. That's the whole point. He's never gone.
Our bosses say we gotta stay.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma. Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
It's time for the second hour of The Voice of Ocala. Hoo-ah!
You ever come across anything like time travel?
Come on, stick around. It's free.
If you win, you win. If you lose, you still win.
Hello, welcome now to the program. Now, time for the restaurant and food show. Our co-hosts are in the house. Glad to have Cindy Nicholson from Mark's Prime Seafood and Mark's Prime Seafood, by the way. Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood. Welcome back, Cindy. Good to have you back.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for kind of on the rotation. We had to replace Elodie and her husband on this show.
That's okay.
And they'll be back next week.
Excellent.
And good to have you back. And Dave Del Rio, he's kind of the fixture around here. He's here every week. We're glad of that. Dave Del Rio, of course, from Eat and Speak Sandbar and Grill. I hope your week's going well. I hope you're covered up out there. I don't think you'll.
It was a little chilly this morning.
Yeah, but it was.
Coming off the lake, let me tell you, it was downright frigid.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Yeah.
So what do you do in cold weather? Since you both have outdoor places, Sandy, of course, has her front porch. And you have a beautiful spot right there on the with the boats coming in and what's the area called down below?
The sandbar.
Sandbar, yeah.
We've just enclosed the sandbar with the garage doors.
Mm-hmm.
We've put some radiant heat in. We've got, of course, the top our deck. We have the those like big drapes, but they're shut now. So we've got some protection from the wind, and we just put radiant heat up there too. Yep. So that deck is
radiant
pretty
heat
warm.
Is those columns of heat.
Well, no, these aren't the columns. These are actually electric. We've had them installed. They run lengthwise.
Oh, really?
And the heat comes like from the ceiling down.
Okay.
They're pretty.
Oh, I'm looking at those.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
It's put out a lot of heat.
Well, out in Colorado, they have a lot of those columns.
Right.
You go outside in patios in the winter, although it's, believe it or not, there is some nice weather in the winter in Colorado. It's not always 6 feet of snow. But you do wear your jacket and you go outside and you have these kind of these poles, and they're pretty, you stand near the pole, actually.
Well, what Dave's thinking about is think your electric space heater in your home, but it runs the length of the deck up top.
Yeah.
And shoots down.
Yeah, it shoots down. It's a big hot coil.
Yeah. Now,
It keeps it warm.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, and Cindy, I've been to your front porch patio there in front of Mark's in the winter. Sometimes it's real nice. Sometimes it's chilly naturally when it gets after dark.
Yes.
What do you do? Are you going to do any heat there or anything?
You know what we are? We had the towers, the propane towers that are running right now out there, and all the flaps go down, so you can still see out the square and all the Christmas lights because my flaps have big windows in them. The propanes are running great. The torches are running. But I am looking at what Dave has. I am looking at it, putting more heat out there just to keep people more toasty as they're sitting there.
Yeah. We talked last week a little bit about specialty drinks in the winter. I suggested a rum with little peppermint schnapps in it.
I'm there.
I'm sure you've been eating it tonight and tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm for sure going to get down.
Rum with peppermint schnapps. You just want to get drunk.
Yeah, actually, I'm at hot chocolate. Hot chocolate or hot chocolate with rum.
I was about to say, you can get buttered rum and then some schnapps on top of it.
Or actually, you can do hot chocolate with rum and peppermint schnapps. There you go.
There we go.
So
that's out with Buddy.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Is that'll keep you kind of warm. On the show today, by the way, we got something a little bit different. We're going to actually speak with another restaurant owner, an operator that you know, Cindy. I don't think Dave's had the pleasure of meeting Jose Marino.
Excellent.
Who's out at Mesa de Noche and has just expanded his place. Cindy, you've been there. Yes. I've been there. Dave never gets in.
Lovely.
This is Dave's only day out.
I know.
And he spends it with us. How nice is he's got it. I don't know about
you should feel very privileged.
I feel like I don't.
Eventually he's going to cross over to my square, but it's okay. We're halfway there.
The other night I did have a spontaneous date night. It was very spontaneous, and I had a great meal.
Excellent.
At Big Bob's.
Big Bob's.
Place.
Well, we're going to have a food experience talk here in a minute. So tell us about Big Bob's. And since Tom is batching in, and now Jennifer's out of town, he's probably going to have some food experiences this week too.
Well, yeah,
and they're not all going to be his stove either.
Jennifer said this is what she did. She made a big pot of spaghetti with meatballs. She bought 5 cans of chunky soup, ham and cheese, and 2 loaves of bread. And said, "Now that'll get you through till Sunday, right?" Because she doesn't want me messing her kitchen up. Is what it is.
Well, I can identify with that since I'm keeping my kitchen up these days. As a matter of fact, my daughter came in last week and she cooked up a bunch of stuff and put it in the freezer for us because Joni's been under the weather.
Yes, yes.
So she made some delicious 3-bean chili. It was really good, really good. And then she made lasagna. And then last night we put the chili on top of the lasagna. Had been there for 2 days. Put it on top. It was a little dry. It was delicious.
Really?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, and of course Italian wedding soup. Anyway, speaking of soups. Is this the time of year where folks at Eaton's Beach or at Mark's, or in the case of La Cuisine with Patrice and Ella, they probably too, I know they have a lot of soup. Do you do more soup sales than usual? I mean, the weather being,
absolutely.
Is there anything new on the menu with the soup or any new ideas?
No, you know what? We have our staple. Our crab bisque is made from scratch every darn day, and same with French onion. So we have our staples. As winter comes up a little bit more, I may play with some specials on soup, but I definitely see a drastic increase in soup already.
Good.
Yeah.
Interesting for us. We run gumbo all year long. That's our house soup,
Right.
and then every month I change the soup. I do it monthly instead of the second soup I do monthly. We sell a lot of soup all year long. The gumbo sales really have not increased with the cold weather. It's still the same, which is a lot. We sell a lot of soup. But the soup of the day, the soup of the month, I should say, that one has picked up a little bit. So we are seeing a little bit of an increase, but it surprises me how much soup we sell all year long.
I'm a big soup freak. I love it. I could eat it every single day. I really particularly enjoy like Thai, Vietnamese soup, things like that. Really good. Love that. I like every kind of soup except split pea. My wife loves it.
Oh, I love that.
You do you?
I do.
Do you?
Ham
A
and
lot of
split
people
pea,
do.
homemade.
Either
The
you
ham
love-
hock in it.
Yeah,
Hearty.
I know.
Yeah.
No, that's Joni, and she likes that too. The same thing. But I mean, I really do love soup, and I always love going to a restaurant and saying, "What's the soup today?" Because the soup du jour, naturally, to speak a little French on behalf of Patrice and Elodie, who are not here today. Soups are great, especially this time of year. So we're going to talk to later on. We talked to Jose Marino, ask him about his soup menu, and today we've got a list. Hopefully, you got your stuff on trends. Interesting trends for 2015 that I picked up off the website Entrepreneur, which I thought were kind of interesting. And for the heck of it, we got the Trivia King down here. He is, Tom, I hope you're reading it. Are you reading the format by any chance? You're not? Oh, good, because I'm going to ask you. You can play along. We're going to have a little bit of a trivia on restaurants in general. And I don't expect everybody to get these right, naturally, but Tom calls himself the Trivianator. So he can be the coach, okay?
Okay.
And I'll even give you a few hints along the way on restaurant trivia, and we'll get into that a little bit, too. I thought it was interesting. It's history, Tom. History and restaurants. So
All right.
Right down your alley. And then your food experiences, Big Bob's, and I'm going to tell you about a place that Tom hates every time I bring it up, but for my situation right now, it's perfect for me in terms of picking up meals and whatever. So
it's terrible.
Can't always be, it can't always be Cindy's Porterhouse Steaks. Sometimes you, he just wants to draw attention to himself.
Taco Bell of Italian.
So
ridiculous.
Would you like to wait for it, or would you like to go ahead and tell him what it is?
No, we'll wait.
It's okay.
We'll
you
wait.
go ahead. I'll come to your
we'll
show,
wait.
your trivia show, and give the answers out.
We'll wait. We'll wait.
How that works out. That's called a tease in radio time. You know how that goes.
Well, I didn't tell him what it was.
Oh,
I said
right.
it was Taco Bell of
Right,
Italian.
exactly. Yeah.
That's
I don't
not
think-
hard to figure.
I don't think I'm even going to use it now. I
No,
can take it
no.
off the table. So there you
Forget
go.
it. We're not even going
we're
there.
Not even going to go there. See, that's how it is. I could be stubborn too. Anyway, glad to have both of you here today. It's going to be fun times, food experiences, and we've got trivia. And I got in my little hot hand $50 worth of Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill, which would give you an awfully nice meal or two.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
In fact, I might give you let you give some recommendations if people who win it would like to say, hey, give me a recommendation. You might want to do that.
There you go.
And also, we're going to offer this up a little earlier today, give people a little more chance to get ready to answer the questions. So during the break at 3:30, we'll offer the question that comes right off the website at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. Tell them the website again. Make sure we got it right.
www.eatonsbeach.com.
That's TON.
That's right.
S, no
P-A-T-O-N.
apostrophe.
That's right.
So you can get on there and start looking at it now if you want to. You never know when we might ask it. All that's coming your way today. Today being either Tuesday or Friday, depending on what day you're listening to this program, right here on the Voice Book Out, the restaurant and food show.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local on The Source.
Right on the southwestern corner of the square sits one of the finest dining establishments in Florida, Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood Restaurant. Mark's offers big city dining amenities in a charming and small town setting. It's a rare treat to experience both the ambiance and the exquisite cuisine in a friendly atmosphere. Ocala's finest restaurant serves the finest beef, the freshest seafood, premium wines, and naturally fresh vegetables. From valet parking to splendid service, Mark's offers the complete package. Check it out today. Mark's Prime Seafood and Steakhouse Restaurant.
My name is Bo Briggs. I'm a sixth-generation Ocala, and I practiced law with my father at the Briggs Law Firm. Over the years, we've seen many changes to Ocala and many changes in our profession. What has not changed is our commitment to our clients. You will speak with and get to know your attorney. That will never change. A lawyer will personally handle your case, not a paralegal. So if you've been injured in an accident and would appreciate personal attention, you can reach us at 671-4600 or learn more at thebriggslawfirm.com.
Imagine yourself in a quaint bistro right in the heart of a charming French village about to indulge in real French cuisine. Located in beautiful, vibrant downtown Ocala, La Cuisine offers authentic French cuisine and wine from an award-winning menu. Patrice and Elodie moved to Ocala in 2009 because they fell in love with it. And you're going to fall in love with La Cuisine if you haven't already. La Cuisine offers a quick bite for lunch or a leisurely dinner in a comfortable and relaxed setting. So call La Cuisine of Ocala today at 352-433-2570. It's like a direct call to Paris.
Guy Harvey Checking is now exclusively available at Gateway Bank. With Guy Harvey Checking, you will receive Gateway's premium checking account plus several other Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation features, including membership to the Guy Harvey Hammerhead Nation, free Guy Harvey t-shirt, and an exclusive Guy Harvey debit card. At Gateway Bank, we will make a $50 donation to the Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation for every new account opened. This is just one more reason why people choose Gateway Bank. Sign up today for your exclusive Guy Harvey Checking account with Gateway. Details available at gatewaybankcfl.com, member FDIC.
If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and were worried because you couldn't get in, I've got some good news for you. Seating is now available. While you're there, look up Chef Dave Del Rio. He'll buy you a drink. Now is the time for you to finally see firsthand what your friends are talking about at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Louisiana menu. Check out those gorgeous Lake Weir sunsets. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill on beautiful Lake Weir. Seating now available.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Hey, it's Christy with Ocala Mac and PC Repair and Ocala Guest Wi-Fi to let you know we have you covered. We are the only local certified Apple and Microsoft computer company in Ocala. We are family owned and operated. From mobile repair to wireless networks, viruses, new systems, or security cameras, we do it all. Check us out online, ocalamacpc.com, or give us a call, 352-566-8324.
Tell them Nick, Madison, or Mason sent you and get free diagnostic.
Get your internet telephone service from the company that brought affordable internet service to Ocala in the first place. All Is Safe is a sister company of Ocala Guest Wi-Fi, a company you've known and trusted for all your internet needs. Whether you need a phone or hundreds, we've got the products and services to meet your needs both now and in the future. Our plans include everything from local and long-distance calling to equipment maintenance and even software upgrades. You can count on All Is Safe to give you cost certainty knowing that your bill will be the same next week, next month, or even next year. Call 352-450-8647 today to learn how to cut your monthly telephone bill up to 60%.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Cindy Nicholson from Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood, Dave Del Rio without Susan today, by the way. I don't know where she is. She should be here. I feel like
She's in Gainesville picking up those Krispy Kremes again.
she's got an excuse
Yeah, a
absence.
donut run.
She has a hall pass. She's all right.
She's good. Who's good?
Dave Del Rio from Eatonsby Sandbar and Grill. Let's talk about food experiences. Not all of them can be Mark's or Eatonsby. Some of them have to be a little less every now and then. And I'm going to throw mine out because it's just to aggravate Tom. But nonetheless, this is about convenience, not great food, something I can get that's reasonable and get my hands on, get it and get home and take it to my wife and serve it because right now she's not available to cook or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I have gone to Olive Garden. I love their salad, number one.
So do
They make
I.
a fabulous salad. The Italian food I can take or leave, but I mean I can get by with pasta fagioli, or I can do one of their spaghettis or whatever they do. And I think for the price and the convenience, you can go online, you can order it online, pick it up, get it, go, and it's there. So for my needs, it's fine. It's not a night out dining at Mark's, naturally, but it's just something that's convenient and portable for me. So for that need, I like it a lot. Now, you have a couple places like this. One you just mentioned and Dave said he's never eaten anything but breakfast there either. We'll discuss breakfast in a minute. But Cindy, what's yours?
You know, mine is a staple of Cracker Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they've been around forever and they're known for breakfast. In 15 years of being in Marion County, I've never eaten dinner, but I have eaten breakfast at all hours there and been consistent and excellent every time. I don't know, there's something about getting all those pancakes and the grits and the potatoes and the eggs, and you get this whole little mini buffet right in front of you for one entree ordered. And I happen to love that. So to me, my comfort food, my place to go is going to be the Cracker Barrel.
It's all right. And not only that, you're working on you're at lunch and dinner.
Yes.
And you don't want to make my meal, so perfect way to get breakfast. Get a few. There are a couple of pretty good places around. We won't try to name them all today, but there are a couple. We could use some more, in my opinion.
We certainly could.
Dave, you've had a few meals in the morning at Cracker Barrel, right?
Yeah, I've had, and I got to say, I love the Cracker Barrel. I normally 9 out of 10 times I get breakfast, but I have had the meatloaf there, and I thought it was pretty good. So, but most of the time it's breakfast too.
I've done a few Bob Evans here and now. It's okay. Tom, you and I had breakfast at Daryl's.
We had it at Daryl's, which was not bad. It's hit or miss. But my go-to in this town is my go-to because of it's comforting, because it reminds me of Georgia. And I know people scoff at it and everything, but
Waffle House.
My go-to.
See, I got your back.
I go to Waffle House. That's my go-to.
That would be Danielle's at Tar Heels.
Yeah.
She's got a Waffle House there as her go-to.
Go to the Waffle. And Waffle House, people say, oh, it's a slimy. Actually, Waffle House is pretty clean because they have to do everything in front of you.
Oh, yeah, no, they're clean.
So they have to watch. You watch everything they do. It's right there in front of you.
Oh, absolutely.
So Waffle House, while it is greasy, very good.
I've eaten many a late night breakfast with one eye open.
Late night breakfast were
Waffle
fun.
House.
Not so much anymore for me, but I've had a few of the day.
I haven't done those.
Yeah, no, right. Like every night for you. Your breakfast is usually at 3 o'clock in the morning when
There
you
you
close.
go.
That's right. And thank goodness for all night diners. That's
Yes.
one of the things that you have to have. Speaking of cleanliness, not a subject people like to talk about, but what do you do? And both of you don't have this problem, nor does Elodie and Patrice. But what do you do when there's a place that that really has had some bad reports that we're not going to mention names here, but friends of yours are going to go there and you want to tell them, hey, what do you do? I mean, do you say, let me talk to you about that place, or have you had? What do you do as restaurant operators?
You know what? I say it like it is. And I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus, and I certainly won't ever name names, because we all have those moments that we have to check ourselves in our kitchens and our hygiene and cleanliness. But when you've been written up and you're really put out there on critical warning lists, I won't touch it. I'm the first to tell my friends, don't even do it. I'm not about to risk getting food poisoning or any kind of illness due to management owners that really are not on their game about watching the utmost in the food preparation.
Good for you, Cindy. Can I read these 10 that you gave me?
Did not.
The thing is, if you clean your kitchens on a regular nightly basis, it doesn't get out of hand if you do it properly.
Well, it goes to all of it. It goes to the staff you hire, the training that you do, the chef that's overseeing. It all goes together. You can clean it all day long, but if you don't have a team that really cares about hygiene habits and putting gloves on and using aprons for the purpose of what an apron and a rag for and a bleach bucket, then you've missed completely the point of dealing with the food issues in the kitchen.
Dave, you've been around the game for a long time. You've seen it all.
Oh yeah, you're right. I've seen it all, and and there's a lot more to it than just cleanliness. I mean, there's all different types of things that we fall under that we have to maintain. But it makes me laugh about the apron, because I tell these guys, I sometimes have to tell them, look, the apron is not to keep your clothes clean.
Oh,
it's not for you.
It is such a pet peeve for me.
Yo, me too. Me too. It's to keep your stuff off of the food.
Yes.
So I make them change their aprons out, and
all
that
those
cracks me up,
details
though.
add up that people miss sometimes.
Yes.
I never thought of that before till you mentioned it.
No, that's what they're for. They're not to keep your clothes clean. I don't care. You go wash your clothes. It's to keep your clothes off of the food.
Mm-hmm.
It's food contaminant. You got to keep. You got to
right.
check, and it comes down to checking temperatures at a regular basis, and all of that.
All of it goes
Before we
together.
get into our other, that's all the food experiences we have. I have the some of the trends, but let me throw something out. Somebody mentioned to me that we should ask on this program, and I agree with this. Specials. When you see a special, you say, what are the specials? Now, there's specials and there's specials. Sometimes your specials are really the best thing that you have to offer. Other times, at other restaurants, they're just like, okay, we got some stuff here we can throw together and make a special out of it. But beyond that, there's also the really pricey special that you put out there. And if you don't ask the price, you can get hammered. I've had it happen to me. I've had it happen to friends. You don't ask the price. I've had market price. One time my wife ordered lobster in Denver, market price. It was like $70 for, market price. My brother-in-law got stuck with the tab because I had left.
Lobsters are hard to find in Colorado.
Yeah, but not that hard. But my point is, it'd be okay if you just mention in the special, this, by the way, this is the price of it. That would be good.
Right.
Or people should ask. I now ask on specials. So
I'm about educating the skimmer. I don't want anybody to come back at the end of their check and they have this incredible experience and they look at it and go, that glass of wine was $25?
Yeah.
Why didn't your waiter tell me that? So I'm very much about my waiters stepping forth and gently putting out there what the special is, the price, the glass of wine, whatever's running, is let the guests know up front. It's their choice then, and we're not having an issue at the end.
Yeah, and I think most people wouldn't mind knowing it if they do it. I wouldn't mind paying it. If
and you're right.
$80, okay, it's $80. I'll go with it, but don't hit me with something I think costs $40. It's $80.
Right, and I think the market pricing got kind of overused for many years. It's been stuck out there on all the fish, the seafood, market price, and you don't want to ask, but you really should be asking.
But it does change.
Oh, it fluctuates throughout the year.
It's hard,
It changes
because
throughout.
it changes, you have to make it market price.
Absolutely.
I won't tell you the name of this restaurant here in town, but they have a deal where you go in for lunch and they tell you, today our lunch special is. And so one day I was like, well, that sounds exactly like what I want. I'll take that. Lunch special was $4 more expensive than anything else on their menu.
But you probably should have asked.
But they didn't. I should have, because they didn't tell you. They just sold, and you immediately think lunch special. That means it's going to be
a special,
cost effective, and that's not always the case.
That's not always the truth.
No.
All right. In a minute after the break, we're going to talk about 2015 changes, trends. You mentioned market price being one of the things used to be. Things do kind of evolve. Stuff happens. One of the things we're going to talk about just is tapas and dim sum, who've been on the tip of everybody's tongue. But they also now say menus are getting shorter and smaller, and dining rooms are getting smaller, and staff is being cut and replaced with new tech. That's one to think about.
It is.
I mean, is that accurate, do you think? Is that something down the line?
Very accurate.
Yeah.
Some are doing it.
Yeah.
It's you can see some of it coming.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And sometimes you go to the real fancy schmancy places, and they have the real small amounts of food. I mean, certainly in La Cuisine, Europeans tend to have smaller.
Yes.
But certainly, but I go to La Cuisine, I never have a problem getting enough food. I'm just saying it tends to run smaller. I don't know if that's just all cost, or maybe it's just a trend that maybe some people don't like large amounts of food. Or why would you do that in restaurants? The tech I get, but why would you have smaller portions and things?
Yeah, I think tapas came about years ago. Miami was there 20 years ago.
Right.
They were doing tapas restaurants.
You're right.
But to me, it was a way of sampling several entrees on small portions, that you could order several items, chase several different things, and still think you were getting a bargain, a deal, because you ordered several small things versus one big steak. You got 3 different items running.
Yeah.
And it was a way to share. It was a way back then you wanted to share, and you all could get different things for the table.
And that's it. And that has been a trend. This isn't new. That's what surprised me about it. This has been, I've known about this as a trend, so to speak, for probably 12, 14 years, 15 years.
The tapas?
The tapas.
I know it was in Miami when I left.
And they're calling different things tapas. But what it's really about, it's about sharing the communal table and sharing smaller, just because they can share and have a different experience by tasting multiple items.
Right. I think when this was written is that tapas and dim sum have been around for a while, but now you got some other aspects like it where they're tending to go smaller with food. So we'll talk about that. Also other trends. We're going to check in on our restaurant report. Take you out to our friend Jose Marino at
Mesa de
Noche. Why couldn't I think of that, Cindy? That was your job to remind me.
I was going to jump in, but I didn't want to.
Coming up next on the Restaurant
I thought you were
Food
just
Show.
pausing for
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and were worried because you couldn't get in, I've got some good news for you. Seating is now available. While you're there, look up Chef Dave Del Rio. He'll buy you a drink. Now is the time for you to finally see firsthand what your friends are talking about at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Louisiana menu. Check out those gorgeous Lake Weir sunsets. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill on beautiful Lake Weir. Seating now available.
Hi, I'm Tom Ingram, CEO of Gateway Bank, the new old-fashioned bank. Let us introduce you to Ocus, a simple way to bring your business online. Through this relationship, your business can have a fully functioning website in less than 30 minutes. We will also provide you support with social media, sales tracking, e-commerce, and online scheduling, which is all optimized for mobile users. Ocus, now at Gateway Bank, Silver Springs Boulevard, Ocala. Come visit our technology center for your total small business solution. I'm Tom Ingram, and I'll see you there.
Imagine yourself in a quaint bistro right in the heart of a charming French village about to indulge in real French cuisine. Located in beautiful, vibrant downtown Ocala, La Cuisine offers authentic French cuisine and wine from an award-winning menu. Patrice and Elodie moved to Ocala in 2009 because they fell in love with it. And you're going to fall in love with La Cuisine if you haven't already. La Cuisine offers a quick bite for lunch or a leisurely dinner in a comfortable and relaxed setting. So call La Cuisine of Ocala today at 352-433-2570. It's like a direct call to Paris.
This is Allstate Agent Kevin McDonald, and our agency is a proud sponsor of the Marion County Friday Night High School Football Game of the Week. I grew up in Ocala, and I'm proud to support high school athletics throughout Marion County. For all your insurance and employee benefit needs, contact the McDonald Agency at 622-2333. Our agency has been a proud member of the Ocala-Marion County community since 1985, with offices in Ocala and the Villages.
We are The Source, WOCA.
1370 WOCA.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. The House already passed its Keystone Pipeline bill. The Senate vote this evening.
Louisiana Senator Mary Landrieu needs at least 14 fellow Democrats to sign on to her bill authorizing immediate construction of the Keystone Pipeline.
I called for it, and I think it's worth fighting for.
Getting a total of 60 votes appears in doubt.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern, even if it passes, the president's likely to veto it. The president condemning an attack that killed 4 rabbis, 3 of them Israeli Americans, inside an East Jerusalem synagogue. The Palestinian suspect shot to death by police. Demonstrators clashing with police outside the synagogue, suing Walmart over an accident that killed his friend. Along with broken bones, actor-comedian Tracy Morgan suffered a traumatic brain injury that almost killed him. A pretrial hearing today. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Okay, the Atlanta trip. I have the rental car receipt, but no proof that I actually flew there. I have 2 breakfast receipts, but no dinners, and apparently I slept in the lobby because I have nothing from the hotel.
Traveling for work is work enough. Concur makes it easy. Your business travelers take pictures of receipts and submit expense reports from their smartphones. With Concur, they get to throw away the receipts, you get to rule the budget, and everyone goes home happy. Test drive it free at tryconcur.com.
Attention men, are you urinating often? Waking at night to urinate? We want to send you a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate, made with a natural ingredient that supports healthy urine flow, bladder emptying, and is shown to reduce waking at night from the urge to urinate. You can try Super Beta Prostate free. Only pay shipping and handling. This free giveaway is available while supplies last. For details, call 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033.
Dan, did you know that the runway at Ocala's airport is nearly 8,000 feet long?
Why, no, Brad. I did not. Please, tell me more about said runway.
Seriously, it's a big airport.
Yeah, I kind of knew that. So what's your point?
Well, just that most people don't even realize there's an airport, much less one that's big enough for Air Force One to land.
And
that Ocala Aviation is based at Ocala International Airport.
So why are you telling me?
So that you can help me get the word out that Ocala Aviation has a fleet of airplanes, and it's here for them to learn to fly.
And how do you propose we get said message across to so many people at once?
We should put an ad on a good radio station. But yours will do.
Very funny. Well, what do you want to say?
That we offer private, instrument, and even commercial training. All right here in Ocala. They don't even have to go anywhere else. They can do it all right here.
Nope, never work.
Well, then give them the number to call with any questions.
I can't even remember your number.
Yes, you do. 861-7484. How hard is that?
Okay, I'll call you next week and we'll get it started.
Can you remember the number this time?
Yes, 861-7484.
Good boy.
Hi, Danny Warfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
We are The Source, WOCA.
Welcome back to the Restaurant Food Show. Buddy Martin along with Dave Del Rio, Cindy Nicholson, and Tom Schmitz. We're hoping to have Jose Marino from Mesa de Nota, but we've somehow crossed our wires. He's not where he said he would be, so if he calls us, we'll get him on. If he doesn't, we won't. Meanwhile, it's time to move on to our trivia question. We got food to give away. If you haven't been to Eaton's Beach, I know, Cindy, your parents were down there, and they enjoyed it a lot. And
They had a ball.
Yeah.
Dad's favorite is the gumbo.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's very good. Gumbo is excellent there. I got $50 worth of food right here to give away to some caller whoever can answer this question. Is on the website at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. All you got to do is look it up, EATONS and no apostrophe, Beach Sandbar and Grill, and you'll find it right there. And Dave Del Rio, who runs the joint, is going to tell us what the trivia question is.
Here's the trivia question. What does the I guess it's called an acronym. You educated me on that. Mm-hmm. What does 3 C's and a little BS stand for?
3 C's as the letter C and a little BS.
That's right.
I could probably get the BS part.
Me too. I got that part down.
We know that, Cindy. Know that. No. So you go on the website, you find out, you call a number. Pretty simple, 622-9622, and Tom you answer that question, and somebody's got a $50 gift certificate to go down to Eaton's Beach Sandbar.
What if I can answer it right now? Can I have the $50?
Sure, Tom. Go ahead.
Cucumbers, cauliflower.
Not even close.
You're out. All right, so before we go into these trends, again, this is stuff I looked up on Entrepreneur. We don't have to stick to this, but this is just some ideas.
Right.
And we've discussed this on the show a few times about what is the next phase of restaurant. And we talked about breakfast. Maybe breakfast. Breakfasts have done very well in the last recent years. There seem to be more than popping up, at least. And a lot of people are serving breakfast and lunch, but not dinner, which is kind of surprising. Cindy, you served lunch at one time. And,
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
And you've never served. Of course, you've been. Congratulations, in business a year now.
1 year.
Awesome.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
And you've never done breakfast.
No.
And I've asked you this before. And is there any possibility down the line you might consider a breakfast somewhere along the line?
Not a breakfast on like a Monday through
Traditional,
Saturday type of deal.
Right.
But I got something in
Special
the works for
occasion
maybe-
or something, then?
Maybe a little Sunday, maybe Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, it's, I'm
Wow.
working on it. So just keep your eyes peeled to our Facebook page or whatever, and you'll be getting some hints pretty soon.
That'd be cool.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah, you never know. Could be.
Oh, I'm there.
Louisiana.
I'm so there.
Louisiana.
Chicken and waffles.
All right, so in terms of any trends, this comes from Entrepreneur, the website. One of the things they talk about is Asian food. They say it's been primarily Japanese sushi or Americanized Chinese food. In 2015, look for Korean and Vietnamese food and upscale ramen, believe that, to overtake mainstream menus. Yum Brands, parent company KFC and Taco Bell, already opened up a Vietnamese sandwich concept, Bond Shop in Dallas. Now, I've had Korean soup in Denver. Used to be a place right across from the newspaper there.
Right.
In winter, it was fabulous. It's a great big bowl, lots of rice, really great. Do you see any Asian food coming into your business? There are a few places here, obviously, that serve. I love Thai food, first of all, if it's good. We have a couple of Thai places here. Have you see any more of those coming to the marketplace or anything on your menu? Would you ever try an item like that? I know you serve steaks and seafood.
Yeah, it's hard at Mark's to do something like that, but you're right. The trend's been there for years. Asian infusion has been around for a long, long time. Sky was a big one here when they did their own version of Asian infusion food. I would love to see some new ones here. Yeah. I'm a very big eater of Thai, Japanese, Chinese. I love any kind of food. I'm the variety. Danielle and I've grown up always eating everything.
You're foodies, both of you.
We are. We do. We kind of like that venture.
Yeah. Now, what's your favorite Thai food?
You know what? I'm so extreme. I go from the fried fish at, what is it, a tuna Thai? What's it called? Because the Big A, right over there in the shopping center with Staples. I always say it wrong.
Oh, Ayutthaya, I think it's called.
Ayutthaya?
I'm not sure.
They
I've
have
never
a
said
fried
that.
fish,
Yeah?
the whole fish.
Yeah?
It's fried with the head on.
What kind of fish?
Back
trout
then when I
best?
was there, it was a trout.
Trout, okay.
And it was just so unique that it was the whole head. Everything was battered, deep fried. But I loved it. I loved it and thought it was unique enough.
Yeah.
I like that different path.
I'm a big fan of the chicken garlic and hot spicy.
Hot and spicy.
Oh, I love that stuff. Do you like the Asian? Now, I know you have a lot of background and variety of foods, of ethnic foods, but have you ever really delved into the Asian market?
Not real deep, but I enjoy it. I tell you what, that one thing I love it, and I think you're right. I think the Vietnamese and the Thai is going to continue to grow. Whether it'll never, I got to be honest, it'll never be on my menu, and I don't know that it's going to grow into dishes on people's menus. I imagine it could if somebody was.
I think it has to be a signature restaurant that opens up.
Yes,
featuring
You could have an
Korean
appetizer. Couldn't you have an
Japanese.
appetizer of some kind? Or not? No, it's not
Doesn't really
good.
work. If you want to do traditional and real,
Yeah.
then you stick to
What you do.
exactly.
I don't want
I
to
respect
confuse the
that.
customers. You know what I mean? When they come into like our restaurant, they're expecting Louisiana cuisine,
Right.
the different.
Exactly.
And if I throw something of Vietnamese in there, it's confusing, and I lose my.
I agree. It's like going to the Vietnamese place and ordering a steak.
Yeah,
There's just certain things you just
There's just
stick
certain
to
things you
what
don't
you're
do.
doing well.
I would love though a Korean noodle bar in this town because I fell
Well,
in
you
love.
know, and
I
that's
fell in
hard.
love with it at Bally's. There's a Korean noodle bar in Bally's when I was a professional poker player. Like Buddy said, you get those big bowls of soup. Those are the best soups you'll
Put
ever
that
eat.
out there because you know what? That might kind of go
A
really
Korean
well in
noodle
Marion
bar.
Car.
Yeah.
Soups
We
you
really
could do.
We could.
A
And there's
Korean
enough
noodle
places
bar is very
people
good.
that would love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. there's a couple
So
of
Asian, Korean, I do love the Korean stuff. Let's talk about locavores. It's a big thing now. Everybody wants to go super local, grow your own. We talked about this on the show before. Burn, that it burns. Have you ever eaten at Burns?
I have.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, and they were way ahead of their time with their own food, growing their own vegetables, organic.
Yep.
We never heard of organic 25 years ago. I mean,
right. Didn't.
Burned grew them all. And so now with the so-called, what do they call it when they engineer the food? Now I see that Neil Young is protesting at Starbucks over the geo, what is it called? The food, they're altering the food somehow artificially, whatever.
Genetically modified.
Genetically modified.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you. My daughter would kill me if I didn't remember that. But anyway, but for me, I can't worry too much about that.
GMOs.
Yeah, GMOs. So anyway, back to locavores. I know you do some local stuff. Cindy, you have some local things. Is there ever going to be a time where the majority of our food, other than things like seafood, which we don't grow here, unless you have a farm, when local farmers would take their foods right to the market or right to your restaurants, or do they now?
Well, I think, you have the market on the square every Saturday morning, and I love that. I love that we have the local grown right out downtown, the fresh market you can buy all your produce at. I think it goes back to Made in America. That's been such a big stance over the years, really buying in America, made in America. And it goes right back to our food and our clothing and everything that goes where it should be locally versus buying from China. Let's buy locally. Let's support our local people, and especially with the economy that went down in 2009. It's much more active that we should support the people that are here.
Yeah. Speaking of it, we got a trivia question out there. I guess nobody wants this $50 gift certificate. I'll be glad to take it myself. The telephone number is 622-9622. Log on the website right now and take a shot at it. What is it again, Dave? It's what are the letters CCC and BS stand for? It's on the website.
That's right.
All you got to do is look on the website, pick up the phone, call 622-9622, tell Tom, here it is, and you got $50 worth of food at a terrific restaurant, Eaton Beach Sandbar and Grill. You only got a couple minutes to do it, so you better get going. All right, back to the trends. The so-called millennials, they're driving everything the way the boomers did at one time, right? Mm-hmm. They're the ones who are the younger people. Do you find yourself, and Cindy, you've been in this restaurant business in this town a long time, you find yourself altering your menus somewhat to fit the changing population where you've got the millennials coming up now out of college? You have a millennial in your family, Do you find yourself looking at that, Dave, for the future, what their eating habits are going to be? Is that something that's going to change? It's called Generation Z, by the way, now. And what this trend is, they're trying to get the attention of Generation Z. Younger teenagers are beginning to make their own decisions about where to go eat, what restaurants to go to, and people are trying to appeal to a new kind of customer, high-tech service they want, louder music, moving visuals, and heightened experiences. That's one of the things is a trend in 2015, according to Entrepreneur. Any thoughts about that?
Well, I think it's a trend, and a trend is just that.
I'm with you.
And there may be some restaurants that open up that are gearing towards that. But as far as changing a restaurant to gear towards that generation, mm-hmm. I mean, I just don't think it's going to happen. Not on a mass, a big scale. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can only have the music so loud. You can only have so many visuals before you start to get kind of dizzy in a restaurant. I do. I get dizzy. I'm an old guy, but I get dizzy. But I just think that there'll be something specific. There'll be restaurant specific.
Yeah, there'll be ones that open up just for that have their own concept, their own food design that are basing on that.
Right, and this is more a case of not necessarily you doing it, but other restaurants opening up to fit those needs that would perhaps do things
I'm not
like
sure
that.
how loud we want Frank Sinatra playing in my restaurant. The Rat Pack I love.
You could never go wrong with Frank
There
Sinatra
you
when
go.
you're in a restaurant like yours, that's for sure.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so now we're going to go to trivia. We're going to take a break, come back. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Do you know the first restaurant to print menus? I'll give you a little hint. It's named after a steak. It's in New York City. It was a long time ago. Printed the very first menu. Wait till you hear how big it was. Once again, final chance for you to win $50 certificates and gift certificates from Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. 622-9622. Get on the website, Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. Give us the information. 3 B's, 3 C's, and a BS right here on the Restaurant Food Show.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And so is State Farm agent Angie Lewis, working hard to serve her community as a citizen and insurance agent. Angie wants to help you as you adjust your insurance needs to your life. From everything to helping educate your teen driver to protecting your family against everyday risk. She wants to change the way you perceive insurance by developing relationships with her clients, which is why Angie and her staff are proud to be a part of so many good causes in Ocala. In turn, she has chosen to single out those who step up as leaders. Each month on the Voice of Ocala, Angie spotlights a good neighbor, saluting those who give exceptional service or do random acts of kindness to others. For this, Angie was written up in State Farm's National Magazine. Angie also supports local businesses with a regular Biz Buzz.
Hi, I'm State Farm agent Angie Lewis. Come see me and my team for all your insurance and financial needs in the beautiful downtown historic district, 416 East Fort King Street, or call 291-2444.
Eye Care Center of Ocala is centered on patient satisfaction. Our friendly doctors and staff are here to serve all of your family's eye care needs under one roof. Our optometric physicians take great pride in offering every patient the absolute best in vision care utilizing state-of-the-art technology. We're located about 2 miles west of I-75 on State Road 200. You can schedule an appointment for the Eye Care Center by going to www.eyecarecenterofocala.com, or you can call us at 352-512-0560.
If you need a sign or a banner for your yard or your business or your campaign, I'd recommend you go to Signs Unlimited at 318 South Magnolia in Ocala. Screen printing, embroidery, digital graphics. Do what I did when we needed signs for the Save the Marion Theater Group. Go see Vic Buttermore at Signs Unlimited if you want quality work with a fast turnaround from somebody who is deeply committed to his community and always ready to assist you. There's a reason Vic's slogan is, "It's our business to make your business better." Sign up for Signs Unlimited. Call 732-7341 today.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
On the next AM Ocala Live, Robin and I will be speaking to Stan Creel. He's the Recreation and Events Supervisor at the City of Ocala. He's coming in to talk to us about the 31st Annual Light Up Ocala this Saturday.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events served bite-size.
And then Lawrence A. Cunningham is coming on the air with us. He's a leading authority on corporate governance and culture.
Join Laura Burns as she's in the studio with her guests on Career Source.
And then movie director Frank Schaefer is coming on. He's been on Oprah Winfrey's show, The Today Show, and others, and he's written a book called Why I Am an Atheist Who Believes in God.
Have all of your legal questions answered by attorney John Fuller on Legally Yours.
And then Dr. James P. Kiley is coming on to speak to us about COPD.
Dr. Randall Krakauer is a board-certified physician. He'll be speaking about the new grandparents.com survey, developing healthy habits in retirement years.
All of that plus fun with Joe on the next AM Ocala Live right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM.
1370 AM.
Nothing comes close to honey baked. For starters, every honey baked ham is fully cooked and ready to serve, and underneath that sweet, crunchy glaze is the leanest, most flavorful, moist, and tender ham you'll find anywhere. Add a luscious turkey breast, pot roast, or baby back ribs with our delicious casserole dishes and desserts, and voila, dinner is served. Call us now to place your order at 861-0011. That's 861-0011. Place your order today and grab one of Honey Baked Ham's scrumptious sandwiches to go or dine in.
Back for the final couple minutes. Do we have a winner? Dave, we can give the answer now because I think we do have a winner. What was the answer to your question?
The answer is listed under Louisiana cuisine, and it's Cajun, Creole, Low Country, barbecue, and Spanish. Those are the pieces that make up.
Cindy said she got them all, so
she did.
I wasn't even close with the BS part.
Cindy didn't call the hotline, though.
Yeah, but who did, Tom?
Juan Hernandez is the winner.
All right, congratulations, Juan. You'll have these. We'll pass this down. Take this name off of here, and you'll get the $50 gift certificate. Tom, you can tell him where to pick it up. You did.
I already have.
Good. All right. Just a couple of little general trivia questions. See how good Tom is at this. What's the oldest restaurant and continuous service in the United States? I'll give you the city. It's Boston.
Oldest
restaurant.
The Liberty Tree Tavern. I don't know.
Good guess. What's the place there that's a famous legal seafood? That's not it. You ever eaten illegal seafood?
Oh, yeah.
Great place, yeah.
Does it something to do with the lawn?
This is Union Oyster House in Boston. Established in 1826 and still going. Amazing, isn't it?
I'm going to stick that on my bucket list.
Yeah.
It's the same year Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, died.
We don't care.
July 4th, 1826.
Tom relates everything into history, something in history. All right, here you go. I'll let Tom answer this. And he knows, what's the name of the restaurant in New York City? First one to print menus. Named after a piece of meat, Tom.
Named after a piece of meat.
They created the dishes lobster Newburgh, oysters Rockefeller, eggs Benedict's, and of course, a famous steak. Cindy, you think you know the answer to this?
I do. Those are icons in my building.
Yeah?
Yep. Delmonico's.
Delmonico's.
Been around forever.
She knows those
Delmonico's. Such a good cut of steak.
Oh, it certainly is.
And then what's that big one you got to get? Porterhouse Special. What is that called?
We have a cowboy.
Cowboy.
Bone-in cowboy.
I think I've never actually eaten that whole thing. I've eaten almost all of one.
Can I order that and then you cut the bone out of it for me before you bring it to me?
Sure, I could do that
if
for you.
we could just get a boneless steer, Tom would be
If you
real
could get a
happy.
boneless steer, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right, one more on the trivia stuff real fast. I got one of these when I was young. I thought, boy, this is great. I don't have to pay it back. And I realized I did. What was the first credit card issued? 200 people had them. And they could be used in 27 restaurants in New York. It was a very well-known card. 1951 it came out. The first dining card. What was the answer?
Diners Club.
There you go. Pretty simple, right?
I got one. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I'm on fire.
Just a little bit of information. All right. We always like to play trivia and then wrap it up with what we call the number. It's just a guess at a percent or a number. And we play our daily game here. Estimate what percentage of food taken home in doggy bags in restaurants are actually fed to dogs.
Ooh.
I like
Wait a minute.
31%.
Everybody write them down. But that's
That
okay.
are actually fed to the dogs?
Well, that's what Tom's guess. What's your guess? What percentage of food taken home to doggy bags are actually given to the dogs?
I'm going to say 25%.
25, Dave says.
I'm going to say 35.
35. The winner is Dave Del Rio, 13% of the
Damn, I
food
almost went below you.
taken
I went
home
above.
in doggy bags. This is called people bags, right?
Yeah, they certainly are.
Hey, thanks a lot for coming by today and enlightening our lives a little bit with Restaurant Talk right here every Tuesday and Friday. Dave Del Rio, Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill, and Cindy Nicholson from Eaton's. Cindy, you want to go to Eaton's Beach?
I
Cindy,
do.
Cindy Nicholson from Mark's Steakhouse and Seafood right here in Ocala. I'm Buddy Martin. Stay tuned for the sports show coming up next right here on
1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local on The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is the place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source. Imagine yourself in a quaint bistro right in the heart of a charming French village about to indulge in real French cuisine. Located in beautiful, vibrant downtown Ocala, La Cuisine offers authentic French cuisine and wine from an award-winning menu. Patrice and Elodie moved to Ocala in 2009 because they fell in love with it. And you're going to fall in love with La Cuisine if you haven't already. La Cuisine offers a quick bite for lunch or a leisurely dinner in a comfortable and relaxed setting. So call La Cuisine of Ocala today at 352-433-2570. It's like a direct call to Paris.
Hi, this is Buddy Martin. If you have an award or a trophy in your house, there's more than a good chance it came from BJ Trophies Gifts and Awards. At BJ Trophies, Floyd Hirschberger and his staff have a lot more than just trophies. Among the items they specialize in are donor recognition walls and trees, personalized or engraved gifts, cast bronze dedication plaques, wide format digital printing with posters, banners, and signs, and promotional products. Floyd is the official trophy and awards maker for the Voice of Ocala radio show and is North Central Florida's leader in custom recognition programs, corporate awards, industrial engraving, unique gifts, and advertising specialties. When Angie Lewis went shopping for something to award to the winners of her State Farm Good Neighbor Award, she shopped first at BJ Trophies Awards and Gifts. Check them out at 1735 Northeast Jacksonville Road on North Magnolia's Miracle Mile, or call them today at 352-732-2249. BJ Trophies Awards and Gifts. Trophies is just our middle name.
Right on the southwestern corner of the square sits one of the finest dining establishments in Florida, Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood Restaurant. Mark's offers big city dining amenities in a charming and small town setting. It's a rare treat to experience both the ambiance and the exquisite cuisine in a friendly atmosphere. Ocala's finest restaurant serves the finest beef, the freshest seafood, premium wines, and naturally fresh vegetables. From valet parking to splendid service, Mark's offers the complete package. Check it out today. Mark's Prime Seafood and Steakhouse Restaurant.
Who would you feed if you had 50 chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A? WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall have teamed up to reward one organization with 50 chicken sandwiches as a way of saying thanks for the great work that organization is doing in our community. And we need your help. See, there are so many great people doing great things that we need nominations. You can nominate your own organization or any organization you choose. Simply send an email to WOCA@WOCA.com. And in 350 words or less, tell us why the organization you are nominating should receive 50 free chicken sandwiches from WOCA and Chick-fil-A at the Paddock Mall. We'll review your nominations and then select one deserving organization each month. We'll announce the winner and even read the winning entry on the air. Make sure to include the contact name and phone number of the organization that you are nominating. And thanks from your friends at WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall.
I'm Major George Patterson from the Salvation Army. Please stop by our family store at 120 Northwest 10th Street in Ocala, where on Wednesday you have a 50% off clothing and bric-a-brac. On Friday, 25% off furniture and large appliances. And on Saturday, stop by to our yard sale from 8:45 to 11. Donations can be made by calling 352-732-4469 and we'll pick it up. Funds from the store go toward the services that we provide in Marion County.
Looking for a breath of fresh air in assisted living? Camelot Chateau provides compassionate resident care, 3 excellent chef-prepared meals a day, and an engaging activities program ensuring a more fulfilling life. With Camelot's reasonable rates, you can afford to give yourself a break from cooking, housekeeping, and laundry, and have a breath of fresh air. Camelot Chateau is close to shopping, restaurants, and that all-important health care. Call 629-6077 to schedule a visit. Proud supporter of the Alzheimer's Association.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler.
They are united by the shared passion to promote understanding.
Another move by Missouri's governor.
He declared a state of emergency, deployed the National Guard, and now Missouri Governor Jay Nixon ahead of a grand jury decision into the Michael Brown shooting, announcing members of a special commission on Ferguson that'll include business, education, public safety leaders, and everyday citizens to address issues that have surfaced in recent months.
Fox Radio's Jeff Manasso, some activists skeptical anything will change. Likely to fall short, a Senate vote expected shortly on the Keystone XL pipeline. The bill's co-sponsor, Mary Landrieu of Louisiana, facing a runoff election with Congressman Bill Cassidy. He sponsored the House bill. It passed. U.S. markets ending higher. The Dow up 40, the NASDAQ gains 31. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Okay, the Atlanta trip. I have the rental car receipt, but no proof that I actually flew there. I have 2 breakfast receipts, but no dinners, and apparently I slept in the lobby because I have nothing from the hotel.
Traveling for work is work enough. Concur makes it easy. Your business travelers take pictures of receipts and submit expense reports from their smartphones. With Concur, they get to throw away the receipts, you get to rule the budget, and everyone goes home happy. Test drive it free at tryconcur.com.
Attention men, are you urinating often, waking at night to urinate? We want to send you a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate, made with a natural ingredient that supports healthy urine flow, bladder emptying, and is shown to reduce waking at night from the urge to urinate. You can try Super Beta Prostate free. Only pay shipping and handling. This free giveaway is available while supplies last. For details, call 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033.
How much time? 30? 30 seconds? I'm on right now. I don't believe you.
Okay. Enough kidding around.
Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho.
And now it's time for the Buddy Martin Sports Page.
He actually had me stay here last night in his gym.
It's like I don't fit in. It's like I don't belong here.
Let's go talk to a couple of guys that never gamble.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. See, Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put you on the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it.
Gambling is illegal at Bushwood, sir, and I never slide.
And now, here's Buddy.
Welcome to another edition of Buddy Martin Sports Page on Tuesday. Today on the program, Mike Bianchi from the Orlando Sentinel, 7:40 the game in Orlando. We'll get his thoughts about the list. You know the list. Everybody's got the list. Who is on your list as the next coach of the Florida Gators? Everybody's got a list, and nobody knows. Then at 5:35, Matt Hayes from Sporting News will weigh in. We'll check with him about on the Heisman Trophy and about what is it with Florida State and the fact that the Seminoles seem to have a difficulty with the PR department. Nobody likes the Seminoles, it seems like, unless they're guarding goal people. And certainly Jameis Winston is on that top of that list, even though today a report came out that Jameis Winston may not have signed all those items that the collector allegedly had. Some of their signatures were not authenticated. Meanwhile, back on the list of the coaches who might be considered as the guy to follow Will Muschamp, which, by the way, won't be that difficult, unlike Ron Zook when he followed Steve Spurrier. Let's go to the phone lines now and talk to the man who was always stirring it up on 7:40 the game or Orlando Sentinel's column or blog. Just call him Bianchi. It's like Bono. He's got one name. Mike Bianchi. Bianchi. How are you, Bianchi?
The guy who follows Will Muschamp will not have it nearly as difficult as I had it when I followed Jack Hairston as the columnist of the Gainesville Sun, okay?
That's a good point. I had to follow Woody Page in Denver, too, so that was pretty tough.
Oh, yeah, that's big.
But, yeah, I mean, don't you think about that for a second? You know, poor Ron Zook, I know he's a friend of yours, he had no shot because nobody's ever going to be Spurrier.
No, man, he had a shot. Zook didn't get long enough. I mean, that's the thing with Zook. I'm not saying he would have won like Urban Meyer, but the guy was fired after 2.5 years.
In the middle of the season.
I mean, he didn't get a chance to save his job like Muschamp did.
Correct. Good point. Do you think we're going to see a repeat of history? A lame duck coach goes to Tallahassee and beats the Seminoles? Wouldn't that be something, huh?
No. Yeah, that would be something, but no, I don't think we're going to see it. If it did happen, though, could Jeremy Foley change his mind and say, you know what? I'm going to take a mulligan here. We want Muschamp back. Because, buddy, you weren't at the press conference yesterday, but it was like a testimonial to Will Muschamp. when Bernie Matson got up to speak, Jeremy Foley got up to speak, it was like, what a great coach and what a great program builder Will Muschamp is. And I'm thinking, well, why are you firing him then if he's so great?
Great point, and I couldn't be there. My wife is under the weather, and I did listen to it and watch it on TV and heard you asking questions as you did. I thought the same thing. I thought it sounded more like a eulogy that was orchestrated in advance. So everybody say he's a great guy, and then I want to say they said, well, he did a great job in the locker room. Well, okay, but why didn't that translate on the field? That's the whole point. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, Bernie Matson got up and read the APR and the graduation rates, and essentially he was saying, well, this is he did good in all this stuff, but that really doesn't matter. All that matters is winning. So
exactly, yeah, that would be a prime requisite for that job. Championships and winning would be it. So your feeling at the end, right thing, right time, should it have happened sooner? What was your feeling about the firing of Muschamp?
No, I think Jeremy Foley wanted to give him every chance to save his job, and he did. And I mean, let's face it, that South Carolina game, if he'd have won that game, I don't even think he would have had to beat in Florida State. I think he would have saved his job if he'd won that game. I think Jeremy Foley was that much behind Will Muschamp, but he couldn't do it. And that South Carolina game was the epitome of Will Muschamp's tenure at Florida. He had bad luck in that game, obviously. He was way too conservative in his play calling, as he's been throughout his tenure, and he didn't trust his offense, and that's why Will Muschamp lost that game, and that's why Will Muschamp lost his job.
It's ironic that it comes down to a block kick. It cost him his job. Not really, but that's in essence what you're saying. And my question to you would be, and I'm asking myself the same question, if a lot of us knew this or thought this was going to happen 4 years ago and saw the flaws and saw the fact he had no coaching experience and his offense was too conservative, why couldn't other people see it? I mean, we're not geniuses. We saw this coming. I guess
I didn't see it, buddy. I mean, speak for yourself. I didn't see that Will Muschamp was going to be a failure as a head coach. I thought the guy was going to be the next Bob Stoops. I mean, I thought the guy was going to be a superstar. He was. Obviously, a lot of other programs wanted him. Texas wanted to hire him as he was their coach in waiting. Tennessee wanted to hire him when they had an opening 4 or 5 years ago. I thought, he had the Nick Saban bloodlines. I thought Will Muschamp was going to be a superstar in the coaching business. Nobody knew what kind of offense or what his offensive philosophy was going to be because he'd never been a head coach. But when you look at what he accomplished as an assistant, I thought the guy was going to be great. Obviously he had the reputation as a great recruiter. As I mentioned, other schools wanted to hire him. He had everything going for him, but as Foley said yesterday, he never could figure it out on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, that may be true, and the fact is, what you're saying is it should have been a perfect fit, and it was not. And I talked to one of the former.
Yeah, the guy grew up in Gainesville for crying out loud. Yeah, I thought it was a great fit.
Yeah, should have been a good perfect fit, but even then, at the beginning, there were concerns, and some of those same concerns were expressed then. Not a head coach before. Yeah, but he was going to be Texas' coach. Not the same thing. Sorry. You might going to be the head coach. There's a big difference in assistant coaches and head coaches. Mike, you know that. You've been around coaches all your life. Some of them can be and some of them can't. Great guy, did the right things, said the right things. Good defensive coach. A lot of people had concern. What's he going to do with his offense? Well, it turns out that was a problem. And I talked to a Gator yesterday, former great Gator player, not in his time, obviously, before him, who said, there was this link there that was missing with Muschamp and some people. They liked him. They never really knew him. There wasn't that attachment in some regards. There were a lot of people who liked him, but he seemed like there was not that attachment. I don't know. That's just some observations I've heard.
Yeah, but buddy, to me that's overrated. I mean, good grief! There was, Urban Meyer was a great coach, but there was no attachment to Urban Meyer
and guys like you ripped him for, and other people did for not having that attachment too. I mean,
but the fact is he was a great coach, and if you win, it doesn't matter if there's that attachment. Look at Jimbo Fisher. Look at Jimbo Fisher, for crying out loud. His players are getting in trouble. There's bad headlines every week, but you know what? He's winning. He runs the university up at Florida State, and a lot of people say he's not running the right type of program, but he's going to keep his job, and he's got it rolling. And Will Muschamp, they say, is running the right type of program, but he lost his job. It's all about winning.
I don't disagree with you on that, Mike. I agree with you 100%. Let's get to the list, okay? The list of people. Okay. Everybody's got a list.
The list.
If you take what Foley said yesterday, and I'm sorry I couldn't meet the press conference, but if you take that, the criteria, he said he wants a head coach. He wants a guy who's offensive acumen, someone who knows how to win and win championships and has integrity, okay? Now you start looking at that list, the list gets pretty narrow after a while. You can go through all those other people, all those other names, whatever. But the bottom line is that it's not, the Woods are not full of those guys, So what's on your list?
No, the Woods aren't full of those guys, and I think that's why Foley wanted to keep Will Muschamp, because he knows the list is very narrow. He knows there's not a lot of guys out there who fit that criteria. And the fact of the matter, I'm sure Jeremy Foley has already contacted Bob Stoops. They're good friends. I'm sure he knows if Stoops would take the job after this season. To me, that's your number one candidate, Bob Stoops, as he's been for the last two coaching hires. Is it time for Bob Stoops to leave Oklahoma? The fans in Oklahoma are starting to grumble. There's talk that maybe Stoops is, overstayed his welcome in Oklahoma. He's been there over a decade. So Bob Stoops is your first call. He's a defensive coordinator by trade, but he has certainly had some offensive acumen while he's been at Oklahoma. I think that's your first call, and then you go down from there. And the problem Florida faces, buddy, is Jeremy Foley even mentioned this yesterday. The landscape has changed in college coaching right now. When you have coaches at programs that used to be considered mid-level programs, guys like Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State, Art Briles at Baylor, go down the list, and these guys make a lot of money. Mike Gundy, for instance, he makes $3 or $4 million at Oklahoma State. He's got job security. He's 5-5 at Oklahoma State, for crying out loud. And they're not talking about firing Mike Gundy at Oklahoma State. Why would Mike Gundy give up a lifetime job security and, a really good paycheck to come to Florida? And if he loses in 2 years, he's going to be on the hot seat like Will Muschamp.
My question is, why would you want Mike Gundy? What's he won? Nothing.
Well, but again, buddy, who are you going to get that has won anything? I mentioned Bob Stoops. Who else are you going to get? Give me a name, buddy, that's won something.
Well, you're talking about somebody who's. Well, that's the question that you can get. I'm not sure you can get Bob Stoops, so we'll give that caveat.
Oh, I don't think you can get Bob Stoops anyway. I'm just saying that's where you would start.
If you ask me who I want, that's different than what I think is the best choice. And I think that I think the bottom line is you want a guy like Hugh Freeze. He's not going to leave Mississippi. I don't like Gary Patterson that much. He has no SEC background. He hasn't won anything. The best coach is probably Bobby Petrino, but he's got there's the integrity question comes up there with him.
Yeah, they're not going to have him.
No, but I'm just saying best coach. It's crazy. I'd like to see Shanahan and his son come here. I think that'd be great. Kyle Shanahan. No, wait. I said who I'd like. I didn't say who the best person was. I said you asked me who I like.
But you just said. But you just said Gary. You just kind of blew off Gary Patterson like he's never really done anything. Well, he's turned TCU into a national power. He's good grief.
No, that's on my list. I'm saying he has no SEC background. He's never won any titles. So that's my point there. I'm not saying he's not a good candidate.
Gary Patterson, if they could get Gary Patterson, I think Jeremy Foley would fall all over himself.
I'd like to see Gus Malzahn here, but he's not coming. That's what I'd like to see here. I love his offense. I think it's fun. Those are some of my thoughts. Anyway, a few things, just a few coaches. What you've done to help me, Mike, is you further confuse the issue. I got nothing, and you got nothing. Appreciate your time.
I think Mike Shanahan has a shot. Mike Shanahan has a shot.
Bring Kyle, too. He's one of the brighter minds in the NFL. But anyway, Appreciate your time. Don't forget you can catch him on Sub 4 the Game. Also, what's that time's that show on? Like 5 o'clock in the morning?
6 to 9 a.m., buddy.
Man, how you do it, Mike? What time you get up? 4?
4? How about around 3, buddy?
3. That's tough. I got a lot of respect for you, Michael. That's tough. And, of course, you read his column, Orlando Sentinel, every day. Running off with the typewriter. Who uses typewriters anymore, Mike, but you? I love that. Thanks for your time, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
We'll take a break, come back. More Tom has headlines. We'll have on the other side Matt Hayes from Sporting News. More about who's going to make the top 4 tonight when they announce what teams will be the candidates today for the Final Four.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source. The Marion County Seminole Club, Inc., a proud sponsor of FSU football here on The Source. For more information, contact the Marion County Seminole Club at marionseminoles.org or email them at marionseminoleclub@gmail.com.
Hello, I'm Dawn Lovell, lead event designer and owner at Party Time Rentals. Have you ever wondered what it takes to make an event spectacular? Well, look no further. It's what we do every day, whether you're hosting an intimate dinner for 10 or a gala for thousands. At Party Time Rentals, we find just the right style and elegance to make your event a success. Our extensive inventory of the finest in chandeliers, tents, crystal, china, and specialty items is featured in our fabulous showroom. Stop by and say hello. It's a great way to get ideas for an event and experience for yourself how you can make your party time special.
Party Time Rentals, located on Southwest 10th Street, just off Route 200 in Ocala, and off Southwest 34th Street in Gainesville. For more information, call 352-629-8858. That's 352-629-8858. The party begins at Party Time. Hello, I'm Tom Schmitz, here to tell you about Ocus, a great resource for any business and a proud partner of the CEP. Ocus offers your business radically new technology called Next Generation Websites. Sites that do not wear out, they automatically adapt to new technology like smartphones, tablets, and the next big thing. Why pay for technology that starts becoming obsolete the moment you buy it? With Ocus, there is so much more. Built into the Ocus platform is an unmatched array of business solutions adaptable to any business. Ocus is a superb example that cutting-edge technology can grow and prosper in Marion County. And I should know because they handle my website, ktforfun.com. Ocus has assisted numerous companies in Marion County that have succeeded online. You can learn more by visiting them online at ocus.com. That's OCOOS.com. Or drop by their downtown Ocala location at 116 South Magnolia Avenue. Find out how Ocus can provide your business with everything you need to succeed online.
Hi, I'm Buddy Martin, the host of The Voice of Ocala, every weekday from 3 to 6 right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. A lot of people ask me, how do you keep a muzzle on Tom Schmitz? Forget about it.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Frederick's Appliance.
Hi, Danny Warfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370, WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Welcome back to the Voice of Ocala Buddy Sports page. Time for headlines. First headline of the day, buddy. One you spoke with about one you had brought up right before Mike Bianchi. The multitude of signed Jameis Winston items on an authentication website were first rejected from a different authentication site because of authenticity questions.
The question, the whole deal is they
didn't see him sign them.
They did not see him sign them. They can't authenticate that he did sign them.
Right. They said that
they can't authenticate his handwriting.
He was supposed to be there. Then they said, no, we have to take him to an apartment. They came back and said he signed them. They said there was irregularities in the different signatures and all. Mm-hmm. So it looks like 1,000 items Jameis Winston didn't really sign. Now what's that say about all these people that are all over this witch hunt?
Exactly. That's exactly what my point is in my commentary this week, later on extra point, is part of it, about Jameis Winston and the Florida State situation.
Pittsburgh Steelers running back Garrett Blount was cut this week. Cut today.
He ought to have been cut. Should have been cut right then.
After he left the winning sideline because he wasn't liked how much he was playing in every game, so he left the sideline early. I'd have cut him right then. It wouldn't. You're done with this.
Are you going to take Bell out? He's got 1,000 yards in one game.
209 yards. You're going to take him out so you can get some playing time. Yeah. It's just like who was the defense? I can't even remember the defensive player now that Will Muschamp said he went home on a bus. He's no longer part of this team.
Yep.
You know, if you quit on your team, good riddance. Bye-bye. Police report in Tennessee say linebackers A.J. Johnson and cornerback Michael Williams have been identified as subjects of a rape investigation. Police say no charges have been filed yet. Let me get for some reason I forgot my glasses. No charges have been filed in the investigation of the incident in Knoxville apartment. The university has suspended Johnson and Williams on Monday from all team-related activities. A report states the Knoxville police investigator Tim Riddle spoke with two 19-year-old women on Sunday at the University of Tennessee Medical Center about 4:30 in the morning. One woman said Johnson and Williams raped her. A second woman said she was sexually assaulted. Police spokesman Daryl DeBus said the women say the incident occurred between 1:45 and 2:30 a.m. Johnson, a linebacker and four-year starter, ranked second in the Southeastern Conference with 101 total tackles. Johnson has produced over 100 tackles each of the 3 seasons and has 425 career tackles, ranked second in school history. Williams is a sophomore quarterback from Laurel, Maryland, who has started 5 of Tennessee's 10 games. So they've both been dismissed from the team under the investigation of rape and sexual assault on 2 separate females at a Knoxville apartment. And finally, Tiger Woods is angry. This according to golf.com, really angry. And he's not going to take it no more. And he's taking his anger out on an 84-year-old golf writer. Sound familiar to you? Somebody you might know, buddy?
Well, this could be, yeah.
Woods, writing for Derek Jeter's The Player Tribune, penned a first-person takedown of legendary sports writer Dan Jenkins. Headline, not true, not funny. Tiger takes issue with Jenkins' fictional and satirical interview of him in a recent issue of Golf Digest. Tiger Woods wrote, "Did you read Dan Jenkins' interview with me in the latest Golf Digest? I hope not, because it wasn't me. It was some jerk he created to pretend he was talking to me." That's right, Jenkins faked an interview, which fails as parody and is really more like a grudge-fueled piece of character assassination. Good-natured satire is one thing, but no fair-minded writer would put someone in a position of having to publicly deny that he mistreats his friends, takes pleasure in firing people, stiffs people on tips, and a lot of other slurs too. Tiger Woods saying basically that Dan Jenkins, if you read between the lines, that Dan Jenkins is a racist. That's how I'm reading that. Am I wrong in that?
I didn't read the exact quote, but let me just say this. I think you ought to look up satire and parody. Of course, it's fake. You think it's going to be real? And this is what happens when a guy refuses to talk to the best golf writer in the business since he's been playing the game of golf. There have been several columns about Jenkins and numerous attempts to get Jenkins to have lunch with him or talk to him or sit down, which Tiger blew off. Now he complains because he didn't like what Jenkins wrote. Well, talk to the guy. Well, and maybe he wouldn't. He's only maybe the greatest golf writer ever to walk the face of this earth in our country, and one of the great authors of all time. Show respect.
Well, Dan Jenkins took to Twitter to defend himself. He said, "My next column for Tiger, defining parody and satire. I thought I let him off easy."
That would be typical of Dan. He thinks that's probably a fair fight too. I guess 84-year-old man. Anyway, yeah, okay. I don't care about Tiger.
Well, that's the headlines.
All right, thanks for that. Coming up next, we're going to talk with a guy who follows the scene very close of college football. We'll get his thoughts about the Heisman Award. There's still this issue of what we have to talk about in terms of Jameis Winston and this. I was going to ask Bianchi about this, but I never got a chance to, about this so-called integrity clause that sort of is in the language of the Heisman ballot, but it's not really. In fact, the new one that came out this year had nothing on it at all. So what are we voting for here? A humanitarian award, or is it a sports award? We'll get his take on that. Also get his take on the 4 teams he thinks it should be mentioned as the top in the country, and maybe he'll weigh in on the Florida coaching situation. Coming up next right here on Buddy Sports Picks.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
When you were a kid, you had all sorts of toys. Toy cars, boats, trucks, entire toy boxes full of fun. Of course, you never really outgrow your toys, do you? It's just that now, instead of a box full, you have a garage full. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, and more. As you get older, your love of toys just gets stronger. So protect those toys the best way possible by switching to Allstate. An Allstate agent can help do the switching, paperwork, bundle all your policies together, and even find you a bunch of discounts. So if you love your toys, make sure you protect your toys by making one call to an Allstate agent.
Protect all your toys with Allstate and the McDonald Agency. Established in 1985, we have offices in Ocala and the Villages to better serve you. Give us a call at 622-2333. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Are you in good hands?
Hi, this is Randy Briggs of the Briggs Law Firm. Traditional help for truly injured. We trademark registered this belief years ago as our description of our practice at the Briggs Law Firm. By traditional help, we mean that clients actually meet with a partner in the firm who will personally handle their case, not a paralegal. Well, what about truly injured? We limit our practice to injury claims having merit with clients who indeed have been injured. So if you or a loved one have been truly injured, compare our credentials at thebriggslawfirm.com or call us at 671-4600.
This is Allstate Agent Kevin McDonald, and our agency is a proud sponsor of the Marion County Friday Night High School Football Game of the Week. I grew up in Ocala, and I'm proud to support high school athletics throughout Marion County. For all your insurance and employee benefit needs, contact the McDonald Agency at 622-2333. Our agency has been a proud member of the Ocala-Marion County community since 1985, with offices in Ocala and the Villages.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler.
They are united by the shared passion to promote understanding.
Another move by Missouri's governor.
He declared a state of emergency, deployed the National Guard, and now Missouri Governor Jay Nixon ahead of a grand jury decision into the Michael Brown shooting, announcing members of a special commission on Ferguson that'll include business, education, public safety leaders, and everyday citizens to address issues that have surfaced in recent months.
Fox Radio's Jeff Manasso, some activists skeptical anything will change. Likely to fall short, a Senate vote expected shortly on the Keystone XL pipeline. The bill's co-sponsor, Mary Landrieu of Louisiana, facing a runoff election with Congressman Bill Cassidy. He sponsored the House bill. It passed. U.S. markets ending higher. The Dow up 40, the Nasdaq gains 31. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Okay, the Atlanta trip. I have the rental car receipt, but no proof that I actually flew there. I have 2 breakfast receipts, but no dinners, and apparently I slept in the lobby because I have nothing from the hotel.
Traveling for work is work enough. Concur makes it easy. Your business travelers take pictures of receipts and submit expense reports from their smartphones. With Concur, they get to throw away the receipts, you get to rule the budget, and everyone goes home happy. Test drive it free at tryconcur.com.
Attention men, are you urinating often, waking at night to urinate? We want to send you a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate, made with a natural ingredient that supports healthy urine flow, bladder emptying, and is shown to reduce waking at night from the urge to urinate. You can try Super Beta Prostate free, only pay shipping and handling. This free giveaway is available while supplies last. For details, call 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033. 800-460-1033.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design and drawing services are available. Come by and see our displays for yourself at the Floors of the Villages, 3935 County Road 216 in Oxford, or Exquisite Design Kitchen and Bath in Bellevue, right across the street from the Bellevue Library. So whether you're looking for bookcases, kitchen, bath, or outdoor kitchen, Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your one-stop source of quality cabinets. For a free estimate, call 352-427-2647. That's 352-427-2647. Cabinet Sales of North Florida.
Experience Christmas at Gaylord Palms, November 15th through January 4th with Ice, featuring the Nutcracker. Relive your favorite scenes from the classic ballet, hand-carved in more than 2 million pounds of ice sculptures and slides. Enjoy a special bonus area, the Frostbite Factory, and watch artisans from Harbin, China carve amazing ice sculptures before your eyes. Your awe-inspiring experience concludes with the wonder of the Nativity in Ice. For tickets and packages, visit christmas@gaylordpalms.com.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
When the season started some 14 weeks ago, we have all kind of expectations of things that might happen. The Final Four, what it might look like, the playoff committee, what it might look like week to week, Heisman Trophy race, the best teams in the league. And 14 weeks later, it looks somewhat different, not the least of which is the new coach to be named at University of Florida. With me on the program now is a guy who covers college football and does it very well for the Sporting News, Matt Hayes. Matt, can you believe we're this far along in the season? The regular season is almost over.
Yeah, it's getting cold, buddy, and when it gets cold in Florida, that's when you know football's just about ready to wrap up.
Matt, do you think this playoff committee thing has worked so far? I know it's difficult to say until we get to the final conclusion, but what is your take on it so far?
I don't know, buddy. I think we need to let it play out. I was one of the guys that was invited to do that mock playoff thing, and back in October, and we sat down and we mocked the 2008 season because it was the most controversial one. And I could tell right then, buddy, that there were going to be some issues with it because you've got 13 different personalities on that committee, You're going to have 13 different ways people see things. And a lot of people say, well, that's great. That means, you got a great diversity. But, you definitely also will have very strong personalities. There were strong personalities within our mock group. So I can certainly see strong personalities among that group. A guy like Barry Alvarez, a guy like Pat Hayden. You've got some very strong personalities, very strong-willed guys. And I'm not saying they control a room or they would veer, a vote where it should go, where they think it should go. But all I'm telling you is it's the human element in those things. And I think once you get the human element involved, you get strange decisions like TCU being ranked ahead of Baylor when Baylor beat TCU head-to-head. And then the reasoning they give you is, well, TCU has a better body of work. And then, you look at them and you say, they won head-to-head. And the thing is, buddy, we went through the exact same thing in the mock. I remember standing up in the mock and looking at people and saying, you guys realize that Texas beat Oklahoma by 10 points in the middle of the season, right? Because everybody was voting Oklahoma ahead of Texas, buddy. And I'm telling you, you will get things like that. It's just the human element, and I think what it's done, buddy, and if you're a playoff guy, you should probably like this. And I don't really think the creators of this playoff thought it would be like this so quickly. But I really, truly believe that this playoff already has people thinking, wait a second, it's got to go to 6 or it's got to go to 8 because it's just not enough at this point.
As everybody predicted it would. And it's modeled after the basketball program, and I've been around long enough to know that when it started out at 32 and then went to more and more and more, we finally got to 64, and people wanted to be more. It's always going to be more and more and more. I'm not sure it's better at 4 than it was at 2. It makes it more interesting. It gives it the season another couple of games. I've liked the weekly updates and all that. I don't think the committee understood that when it started its meetings and started doing its rankings, that this would come down like the tablets from the mountain with Moses, how much weight these things took. I don't care what you say about, well, don't project. You can't help but project, man.
Right. I mean, you're exactly right, buddy. And the idea that it's a new week every week is just absolutely it's just fantasy. I heard Jeff Long, and I really respect Jeff Long. He's a good dude, and I think he's a very smart guy. But the idea that committee thinks every week is a new week and you don't have to worry about last week. Last week happened. Whether you like it or not, last week happened. So did last month. So, I mean, that's just you're kind of not being genuine to the whole process when you say things like that. I'd be a lot happier if they just said, you know what, we ranked TCU ahead of Baylor because we think they're better than Baylor.
I'm okay with that.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
If that's your opinion, great. I'm happy with it. But don't sit there and tell me that TCU's got a better body of work because they don't. They lost to Baylor. And if you want to do it like that, then you may as well say, okay, well, Mississippi State's still better than Alabama because that game was close, and Mississippi State had 3 turnovers. They could have won that game had they played error-free ball. So that's part of the process that I think bothers me. And, I mean, in my perfect world, buddy, I wouldn't do an 8-team. I'd do a 6-team, and I'd give the first 2 teams a bye because then you make the regular season even more important because then you got 2 teams really going for that first-round bye. And then the regular season gets jacked up even more.
Get more like basketball all the time. Matt Hayes from the Sporting News. So we say the jury's out on the jury so far. We'll wait and see how that turns out. Let's circle in now and come back here and talk about the Heisman race. We've kind of forgotten about it in a way. There are a lot of issues at stake here, not the least of which is the old so-called integrity clause, which allegedly was in the original ballot, and now on the website is been taken out, and now they say they're putting it back in, and whatever. Right. I don't know, but in the end, this is how I see it. I want to get your thought. To me, Jameis Winston is easily one of the 3 best football players in the country. He's on an undefeated team that won 26 in a row. So far, to my knowledge, he hasn't been convicted of anything. Now, it's hard for me, and we went through this with Cam Newton, by the way, hard for me sitting here as a voter to say, I don't like the way that guy, he hangs out and the things he does and this alleged sexual problem he had with his woman. I don't approve of it. I don't like it. And I agree that integrity in football is good. But how can I make a conscious decision to leave a guy out because I don't like him?
Well, I can tell you this. I mean, I think it's every voter's prerogative how they want to vote, okay? And I don't think any voter really goes by the parameters on the Heisman slide. I think they just vote who they think they should win the award. And I'm going to disagree with you to a point, buddy, because I think in the Heisman race, I think it has to be the body of work. I think you have to look at the whole season. I don't think you can look at the 4 to 8 plays a game where Jameis Winston turns it on and really plays well and forget about the fact that he's really regressed this year. He has really regressed, buddy. He makes poor throws. He's thrown a lot more interceptions than he did last year. He's not the same quarterback right now that he was last year. So I don't know if I would say he's one of the best 3 players in college football. I would say if you're talking about when they're down and they need to play more than anything, yeah, then he's probably one of the best 3 players in college football. But I think in totality of what has happened this year, I don't think he is.
Well, to me, a football player is when you need to play and makes it, that's a real great football player. Now, on the other hand, there's the opposite, Melvin Gordon. I mean, incredible, 408 yards. But, he's been spotty and back and forth, whatever. He certainly has to be mentioned in that breath as one of the 5 going to New York. But does he deserve to win the Heisman for having that huge game? And he's been a great player, don't get me wrong, but he has not been at the top of the list, these past 10, 12 weeks.
Well, I think because no one knows him, buddy. I mean, I think you got a guy that's got 1,900 yards right now, and he's got, at bare minimum, he's got 3 games left, and they're going to win that division. So he's got 4 games left. He's got a chance to break Barry Sanders' all-time record, single-season record. And he's to average 180 yards a game to do that. So I think it's certainly well within reach for him. And if you got a guy that does that, buddy, if he breaks that record, I don't think there's any question he's going to win it.
All right, and then 2 more, one of my list, Amari Cooper, who I think is a fantastic player, doesn't get the ball enough, should get it more, and can change a game. Marcus Mariota, I agree, probably ought to be the favorite. I got to think about Oregon quarterbacks. They always go down at the end of the year, and they are leading for 5 or 6 weeks. They don't finish, so I have a built-in Oregon prejudice there. Those are my thoughts. What do you think about those 2?
It's sad because, you're right. Dennis Dixon could have won it 5 or 6 years ago. I think Mariota could have won it last year had he stayed healthy. So, yeah, I think certainly he's probably a guy that right now, at this point in the season, he's the leader. But again, like I said, Melvin Gordon right now is the wild card in this whole thing. If he keeps putting up huge numbers, and right now Wisconsin's playing as well as anyone in the Big Ten, he keeps putting up those huge numbers, and they go into that Big Ten championship game against Ohio State, and let's say they upset Ohio State, and he gets 250 on Ohio State, he's winning that thing, buddy. It's not even going to be a question. He'll win it like in a landslide.
It's early yet in Heisman Trophy calendar days. It's really only we've still got quite a ways to go in November. We shall see how it plays out. Interesting. Got to take on the Florida situation. Who do you like? Who do you have on your list? Most likely candidates to succeed. Will Muschamp.
Oh, shoot, buddy. You know what? I think there's a lot of guys out there. If I'm a Florida fan, I'm trusting Jeremy Foley's going to get the right guy. I think looking at it, buddy, if you ask me who I would go after, I'd go after Hugh Freeze. I think Hugh Freeze is a terrific coach. He's a young coach. He's got a lot of charisma. I don't know if you've ever talked to him. Just a very charismatic guy. Terrific recruiter. I think he knows what works in college football these days as far as offense. You see these teams, what they've done, both at Ole Miss, and Arkansas State. He knows how to coach offense. And I think you get that guy. He's shown how he can recruit at Ole Miss. You put him in the geographical footprint of Florida's recruiting base. Wow. The potential there for him to get guys and coach them up and put them in a position to win is enormous. And I think if I'm Florida, I just go to Hugh Freeze and I say, look, I know you were born in Oxford, Mississippi. I know you went to Southern Mississippi school and your dream has been to coach Ole Miss, but I'm going to give you $5 million a year to come here and coach. And you force him to tell you no, that he's not going to take $5 million to come take one of the top 3 jobs in college football. And I don't think he can. I think he realizes he's at the point now at Ole Miss where he might be at his ceiling.
Trouble is, though, Matt Hayes, is the fact that they've got the same kind of money now in Starkville and in Oxford and in other places where coaches are, in Auburn, that anybody else has got because of the TV money, and they can match whatever Florida offers, and you just can't sweep people off their feet saying, I'm the University of Florida anymore, because let's face it, it's a different program than it was 4 years ago.
You can sweep them off their feet when you say you hit your ceiling there, Hugh. You're not going to do any better than what you're doing. He had one really big recruiting year, buddy, and he hasn't had much since. He's at Florida. He'll have those recruiting years every single year. And the reality is this, too. Well, you got to look at this, and you know this. Coaches have huge egos. They want to win. they're as competitive as the players are. They want to win championships. If he's thinking right now, wait a second, I've got all these good players, and I've still hit the ceiling right now. How far can I go? You better believe he's going to look twice at Florida. You better believe he's going to look at that $4 or $5 million a year they offer him, because he'll know he can go to Florida and recruit those players to win it all.
Matt Hayes, he likes Hugh Freeze. We like having you on the show. We like reading Matt Hayes on college football. Great talking to you, Matt. Thanks a lot.
Okay, buddy.
There you go. Different opinions. These lists will grow. We'll have more of them on the Southern Pigskin tonight. You got a few. I got a few. We'll kick them out.
You know who's tops my list? Willie Fritz. Come on. Come on.
Your guys, by the way, there's only 4 teams or 5 undefeated in their conference in the country.
Georgia Southern's one of them.
Just saying. Take a break, come back, wrap it up right here on Buddy Sports Page.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Commercial bank approval. Vehicle purchase price of fixed rate alone.
Fumble! I was so busy making my fantasy football picks that I forgot to stock up on inventory, and now I need cars fast, so I'm calling for an inventory blitz. Chris Spears here from Prestige Auto Sales. This month, bring me in your old car, and you could score the nicer, newer ride you've been fantasizing about for just $10 down.
Sack your old car.
And start driving the nicer, newer car of your dreams for just $10 down. Don't get fouled by past credit problems.
Our For the People credit approval process is the game changer you've been waiting for.
We huddle up the banks and lenders to help you get approved and back in the game. So stop driving a car you hate.
Punt it and drive a nicer, newer car for just $10 down today.
I'm throwing in a Hail Mary to make my month, and I need your help. Trade in your old car, and you could drive for just $10 down. But don't wait till the clock runs out. This deal is over when my inventory is full. I'm Chris Spears, and I'm a dealer for the people.
Visit us at Prestige Auto Sales or call 694-1234. Yes, 694-1234. See you at Prestige.
Eye Care Center of Ocala is centered on patient satisfaction. Our friendly doctors and staff are here to serve all of your family's eye care needs under one roof. Our optometric physicians take great pride in offering every patient the absolute best in vision care utilizing state-of-the-art technology. We're located about 2 miles west of I-75 on State Road 200. You can schedule an appointment for the Eye Care Center by going to www.eyecarecenterofocala.com, or you can call us at 352-512-0560.
Nestled in the heart of horse country, just off I-75 exit 354, the award-winning and newly refreshed Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala invites you to pamper yourself in one of our comfy guest rooms. Enjoy our free and fast Wi-Fi, heated outdoor swimming pool, 24-hour fitness center, and our deluxe continental breakfast. Other on-site amenities include a restaurant, putt-putt golf, and a car wash. Go happy, go Hojo at the Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala, proud sponsor of Friday Night High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
On the next AM Ocala Live, Robin and I will be speaking to Stan Creel. He's the Recreation and Events Supervisor at the City of Ocala. He's coming in to talk to us about the 31st Annual Light Up Ocala this Saturday.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events served bite-size.
And then Lawrence A. Cunningham is coming on the air with us. He's the leading authority on corporate governance and culture.
Join Laura Burns as she's in the studio with her guests on Career Source.
And then movie director Frank Schaefer is coming on. He's been on Oprah Winfrey's show, The Today Show, and others, and he's written a book called Why I Am an Atheist Who Believes in God.
Have all of your legal questions answered by attorney John Fuller on Legally Yours.
And then Dr. James P. Kiley is coming on to speak to us about COPD.
Dr. Randall Krakauer is a board-certified physician. He'll be speaking about the new grandparents.com survey, developing healthy habits in retirement years.
All of that plus fun with Joe on the next AM Ocala Live right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM.
1370 AM.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Welcome back as we wrap up hour number 3 on a Tuesday. You know, buddy, I guess I was going to talk to you about Adrian Peterson, but I think I beat that horse enough. Oh, bad choice of words.
Yeah, I think so.
I may have spanked that horse enough in the opening segment. So let's talk about a game last night that didn't have the outcome. First time in 33 home games, third longest streak in the country. The University of Florida goes down in basketball in the O'Connell Center last night on a game that showed a Miami team going an 18-1 run in the second half to get back in this ball game. A game Florida controlled, buddy, for most of the basketball game.
Florida's game to win, and they didn't have Dorian Finney-Smith. He has that left hand that's got a crack in it, and he was on the bench, didn't play. And Florida had the game well under control. And didn't look like Miami was got any fight left. All of a sudden, that kid from Miami came back and hit how many threes he hit at the end?
He hit 5, I think. He just started raining threes from everywhere.
From everywhere. Then he missed. Then he went to the foul line to shoot 1-1 and to ice the game, and he missed.
Couldn't hit a free throw, but he could hit from 23
feet.
He hit
one.
Right.
But then, even then, the ball bounced back to Florida. There was a chance with Frazier to get the ball at the end. He threw it up, and it just came off the iron. Not a game Florida should have lost, but you get a guy with a hot hand like that, and you can't defend him.
I mean, he had people in his face and everything. He was just hitting it from
everywhere. It was an
everywhere.
incredible performance by that kid from Miami. Whose name escapes me now?
It's escaping
Not
me.
Rodriguez, was it? It might have been.
It may have been. Yeah. But Florida, ranked 8th in the country, third longest winning streak in the country, comes to an end at 33 games at the Stephen C. O'Connell Center.
We were talking earlier about players, about making decisions on players and players being disciplined. You said it's like the player that Will Muschamp disciplined, and it was Leon Orr. We couldn't think of, which was the right decision. The LeGarrette Blount thing, which I don't know much about the details on. We'll talk to Terry Bradshaw tomorrow about that.
He just left with like 3 minutes to go in the game.
He walked off the field during the game, got in, got a shower, and left the stadium. Yeah, and I'm thinking, this is a guy who's been with 4 teams. He almost didn't get drafted because of his anger issues in college.
Right. If it wasn't for
punched the guy.
If it wasn't for in the Oregon the Boise State game.
Right.
If it wasn't for Pete Carroll, he wouldn't have got drafted.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm thinking to myself, don't they know that this guy is a leopard? He's got spots. He's not going to change. You like to root for him, but apparently he hasn't changed at all. And by the way, as we said earlier, Le'Veon Bell was doing pretty good out there on the field.
He was gashing the Titans.
Yeah, it's unbelievable the amount of yards. What did he wind up with?
209. 209. Couldn't, but Pittsburgh is at the 21-yard line with 2.5 minutes to go. Can't you just score a touchdown or kick a field goal, please? Says the guy that had 5.5 points.
Yeah, I see. I know you had an interest there. You sound like Joe Williams complaining about the outcome.
There's 2.5 minutes to go.
Well,
just kick a field goal.
Like Joe always said, you pick good, they play bad. Thank our guests today. We had on the restaurant show, we had Cindy Nicholson and Dave Del Rio from the Eats Beach Sandbar and Grill. And, of course, our guest, Sports Mike Bianchi and Matt Hayes. On behalf of our broadcast partner, Tom Schmitz, I'm Buddy Martin. Have a great night, everybody.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase process fixed rate allowance.
Fumble!
I was so busy making my fantasy football picks that I forgot to stock up on inventory, and now I need cars fast, so I'm calling for an inventory blitz. Chris Spears here from Prestige Auto Sales. This month, bring me in your old car, and you could score the nicer, newer ride you've been fantasizing about for just $10 $10 down.
Sack your old car.
And start driving the nicer, newer car of your dreams for just $10 down. Don't get fouled by past credit problems.
Our For the People credit approval process is the game changer you've been waiting for.
We huddle up the banks and lenders to help you get approved and back in the game. So stop driving a car you hate.
Punt it and drive a nicer, newer car for just $10 down today.
I'm throwing in a Hail Mary to make my month, and I need your help. Trade in your old car, and you could drive for just $10 down. But don't wait till the clock runs out. This deal is over when my inventory is full. I'm Chris Spears, and I'm a dealer for the people.
Visit us at Prestige Auto Sales or call 694-1234. Yes, 694-1234. Sierra Prestige.
Hi, this is Randy Briggs of the Briggs Law Firm. Traditional help for truly injured. We trademark registered this belief years ago as our description of our practice at the Briggs Law Firm. By traditional help, we mean that clients actually meet with a partner in the firm who will personally handle their case, not a paralegal. Well, what about truly injured? We limit our practice to injury claims having merit with clients who indeed have been injured. So if you or a loved one have been truly injured, compare our credentials at thebriggslawfirm.com or call us at 671-4600.
This is Allstate Agent Kevin McDonald, and our agency is a proud sponsor of the Marion County Friday night high school football game of the week. I grew up in Ocala, and I'm proud to support high school athletics throughout Marion County. For all your insurance and employee benefit needs, contact the McDonald Agency at 622-2333. Our agency has been a proud member of the Ocala-Marion County community since 1985, with offices in Ocala and the Villages.
Nestled in the heart of horse country, just off I-75 exit 354, the award-winning and newly refreshed Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala invites you to pamper yourself in one of our comfy guest rooms. Enjoy our free and fast Wi-Fi, heated outdoor swimming pool, 24-hour fitness center, and our deluxe continental breakfast. Other on-site amenities include a restaurant, putt-putt golf, and a car wash. Go happy, go Hojo at the Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala, proud sponsor of Friday night high school football on WOCA, The Source.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services. When your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements, from damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Eat like you're in elementary school, and you'll have more energy. In other words, pack a banana and peanut butter sandwich. Would you like to have better dreams? Listen to me. This is great intelligence. Just sleep on your right side. If you're surfing the internet or playing games while connected to your employer's Wi-Fi network, experts say you should assume the boss knows what you're doing. So switch off your phone's Wi-Fi on the job.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler.
Unlike a lot of bills that we debate, this bill is
a page and a half.
The Keystone Pipeline bill's Democratic co-sponsor, Louisiana Senator Mary Landrieu. A vote expected shortly with a measure likely to fall short. An identical bill that passed the House, sponsored by Republican Congressman Bill Cassidy. He's Landrieu's opponent in a runoff election 3 weeks from today. The NFL suspending Minnesota running back Adrian Peterson without pay for the rest of the season at least. He pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor assault charge in a child abuse case.
The NFL says that Peterson's repetitive use of that so-called switch is the equivalent of a weapon, especially in the hands of an accomplished athlete.
Fox's Trace Gallagher, a new record close for the Dow and S&P. The Dow up 40, the S&P up 10.5. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Okay, the Atlanta trip. I have the rental car receipt, but no proof that I actually flew there. I have 2 breakfast receipts, but no dinners, and apparently I slept in the lobby because I have nothing from the hotel.
Traveling for work is work enough. Concur makes it easy. Your business travelers take pictures of receipts and submit expense reports from their smartphones. With Concur, they get to throw away the receipts, you get to rule the budget, and everyone goes home happy. Test drive it free at tryconcur.com.
Pete's Parrot Emporium.
Pete? Pete?
How may I help you?
Help! Help!
Be quiet.
Quiet! Quiet!
Silence.
Silence!
If only everything in business was as easy as Wix. Wix's drag-and-drop website builder makes it simple to create your stunning website yourself. Just choose a design from hundreds of beautiful Wix templates and customize it however you want. Go to Wix.com today. It's easy and free.
Wix.com.
On the next AM Ocala Live, Robin and I will be speaking to Stan Creel. He's the Recreation and Events Supervisor at the City of Ocala. He's coming in to talk to us about the 31st Annual Light Up Ocala this Saturday.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events served bite-size.
And then Lawrence A. Cunningham is coming on the air with us. He's a leading authority on corporate governance and culture.
Join Laura Burns as she's in the studio with her guests on Career Source.
And then movie director Frank Schaefer is coming on. He's been on Oprah Winfrey's show, The Today Show, and others, and he's written a book called Why I Am an Atheist Who